Hello YouTube, this is VGCrazy09,
Just Shadow Dragon 828.
and welcome back to more Let's Play DanganRonpa V3 Killing Harmony. In the last episode, everything went straight to hell with Kokichi pissing the fuck out of me by not dying. Tenko's dead now, so that's interesting.
We lost worst waifu and second best waifu, so all that remains is Maki and Himiko.
What about Tsumugi?
Okay.
God damn! Oh, okay.
Hell, how bad is it? You didn't even mention Mew.
Well, we don't count Mew as a human being. To do that would be an insult to the female populace.
Tsumugi is gonna have to wow me in the next 2 chapters, or if she doesn't die next, so yeah. And of course, obviously she's probably most likely the mastermind, so.
Well, let's get to it then.
Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who
No
the
special
culprit
X for
is,
Kurumi either.
and
Damn.
vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death.
I just realized what's different about this Monokuma voice.
What's
Junko, it's like, it's way too airy.
Now,
Like it's too
smiles, everyone.
smooth.
It's showtime. Let's get this crazy awesome trial underway.
Using a lot more emphasis on S's and stuff. Where Junko's Monokuma voice was like gruffer. As if he was a bear trying to
Sorry,
speak
everyone.
human.
I don't think I'm gonna be much help this time. Because of Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a thorough investigation.
Right.
I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Next time, spend less time fixing your hair and more time investigating, spaceman.
Tuh.
Shut up! I don't need to hear some comedy act from you two weirdos.
God damn. Right off the bat, we already got Himiko not saying anything.
Who did it?
Oh god, never mind. I take it back.
Who killed Angie and Tenko?
Oh fuck, she's pissed.
Do not let your emotions hasten your judgment. There may be 2 killers.
So, our other culprit might not be one of us here.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that, Tsumugi?
What do you mean?
The transfer student.
Oh, shut the fuck up already. No.
Maybe our resurrected transfer student dragged Angie and Tenko into the grave.
No.
Stop it! Stop making stuff up!
God damn.
Say something, Shuichi. It'll be a mess if this
What the
keeps
fuck?
going on.
Jeez, Maki.
No, look at Anji's portrait.
Oh, what?
Yeah. The fuck?
Wait, what?
Oh, it's angel wings and a fucking halo.
Oh.
What the
That's
fuck?
great. I didn't even notice that at first.
Is it even possible for a revived corpse to be the culprit? Oh. In the interest of being thorough, I should clear things up here. You know, before they become a pain in the ass later.
It was Kyoko. She did it.
Yes.
This crime
Kyoko's
was
still alive.
committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
Shut up.
No!
God damn, Kaido.
So, ritual did work? That's wrong!
I'm gonna stop you there, Gonza.
I don't think Angie's ritual succeeded. According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us, you have to burn the Necronomicon in the ritual.
Yep. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Model full of carbon monoxide poisoning.
If Angie's ritual had succeeded, the book would have been gone.
So she must have been killed before the ritual was complete, since the book was still intact.
Indeed.
Then, Gonta think Rantaro probably not culprit.
Yeah, I would say he's not.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Well, duh. There's no way a dead person could resurrect.
Now hold on a second. I can't let that comment stand.
Yeah, Junko Nakima's done it at least 3 times now.
I know, right?
Sure, everybody knows that you can't bring the dead back to life. But it's easy at the Ultimate Academy, as long as you use the Necronomicon.
What are you talking about? There's no way that's possible.
I swear to God, if someone in the next chapter revives someone,
I
like,
never
super
lie about
legitly,
motives.
Daddy said so, so he can't be wrong. Raising the dead is totally possible.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Man, I can't believe you guys wasted such a perfectly good motive. You should have let me use it to bring Monodum back to life.
But Monodum's still alive.
though.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't waste a resurrection on Monodum.
wow, you are just begging for death.
Bitch, I'll end you.
Oh? So resurrecting the dead was actually possible this whole
Smoogie, I'm going to smack you.
There's no way it's possible.
There's no way that could happen, idiots. Monokuma is trying to confuse us. Let's hurry up and find out who the Blackened is.
If our transfer student isn't the culprit, then blame falls to one of us.
Who? Who did it?
Step aside, Half Pint. I'll handle this.
Oh no.
I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Kyo murdered Angie.
Oh, well.
Oh? Going right for the jug, okay.
Why?
Don't play dumb with me, creep show. I already know what happened.
Oh boy, here we go. This ought to be good.
Well, great. Now Kyo's not the
culprit used
killer.
a katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kyo's research lab,
That's true.
which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
That's not wrong.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon.
What the fuck?
You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
That's a lie.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm.
What the
fuck?
You went to the classroom, broke in,
Ah.
and
Fuck.
murdered the fuck out of Angie.
Murdered the fuck out of
Oh
Angie.
yeah, I'm a fucking genius.
Okay. Yeah, no.
The culprit
Where was
used
it?
a katana to kill
Kuki's
Angie.
lockpicking, Sumiki's account. Sumiki's account that she was locking herself in her room. There we go.
That's wrong!
I'd forgotten about it was being Sumiki's.
No, Kyo would not have been able to enter Angie's lab. Isn't that right, Tsumugi?
Yeah. Before Angie locked herself up in her research
I thought the
lab,
essence of breaking in was getting in forcefully, but whatever.
Yeah, so did I. That's why I was trying the doors.
And Kyo is not a member. She wouldn't have opened the door for him.
Kyo couldn't have killed Angie even if he wanted to.
I had no desire to kill her in the first place.
So whoever killed Angie must have been one of the student council members, yeah?
I was doing a bit to lead you to the right answer. Can't believe you actually got it.
Oh, Jesus, shut up.
Oh, how clever.
Poor Gonza.
You can just ignore her, Gonta.
The remaining student council members are Gonta, Kibo, Tsumugi, and Himiko.
Well, it can't be Himiko. She was besties with Angie. I trust their friendship. You guys do too, right?
Yeah, of course.
Can we trust their friendship so readily?
Obviously. Let's believe in them.
That trims our list of suspects down to 3. Gonta, Tsumugi, and Kibo.
They're completely ignoring Tenko.
Yep. The culprit is one of those 3 people.
You mean one of those 2 people? Because a robot ain't people, Jack.
I will let that remark slide. Anyway, aren't these accusations just a tad too hasty?
What else? The culprit should confess already.
Kiba wants it so bad.
Gonta, Keyboy, or Samugi? Well,
I will even bear the racism.
No, not Gonta. Gonta would never kill Angie.
Yeah, Gonta's a gentleman. You shouldn't suspect either of us.
That's not a reason to not suspect you.
Hey, stick up for me too.
Fuck you, Kiba.
Gonta definitely not.
Oh,
for
here we go.
anyone.
Mass panic debate,
Torture
right?
Gonta.
Torture might be a bit too far, but Gonta and I aren't the culprits.
And I'm not the culprit either. Jeez.
Gonta not
We're
culprit.
not the culprits.
I'm plainly not the culprit.
Jesus Christ, speaking. Alright, here we go.
We must consider other possibilities. Surely there must be a suspect who
Whoa, what the fuck?
Betray student council.
Gentlemen, not betray student council.
literally impossible.
That threw me off, I'm not gonna lie.
Not just
forgot about
anyone
that?
could open
No, that
door.
threw me off for a minute. I was like, what?
Only student council members had access. I didn't know robots told such boring lies.
Nope.
Is that a robophobic remark?
Alright, I think I found it. Oh shit, wrong button. Sorry, Kokiki.
I heard it.
Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not sorry at all.
No, it wasn't just student council members that could have opened that lab door.
What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Shuichi? Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab, right?
I was referring to Kyo. He couldn't have done it, but you could have. Because I saw you open the classroom lock by picking it.
Oh, that happened? I totally forgot.
Okay, shit eater. What's
So
up?
you're going to pretend you don't remember, huh?
Quit glaring at me like that. Of course I remember. Yeah, I did it. I killed Angie.
Right. Duh.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
I picked the lock to her lab, snuck into the room, and then wham! Killed Angie. The
Yeah.
culprit was me, all along.
Fuck you, you're wrong.
No, watch it be him.
I would.
And he's just trolling. Like that is some next level trolling, huh?
That
you just
is.
come out and say how you did it at the very start, so no one then believes you.
This is some type of joke. That would be some shit.
Nah, no joke. I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins.
Yeah, fuck you. You lie.
And it helped. I feel so much
Oh, Tenko
better.
does have a fancy axe. It's like a swirl.
Yeah, it's like a swirl.
Wait.
Kurumi doesn't know.
Kokichi really is culprit?
No.
No, he's lying. I think. Maybe?
He's lying. I'm certain of it.
Yeah.
No, definitely not a lie. I killed Angie. Shouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they confess?
Fuck you.
Then let me ask you, culprit. How did you lock the room?
Huh? Well, it's the same as opening it. You pick the door closed from the outside.
You picked the door closed from the outside.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Huh? What doesn't make sense? Can't you lock a door by picking it?
Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked the room. They used a different method.
What different method? Yeah, Mumbles. Use your
Wait,
big boy
actually-
voice and explain yourself.
Wait, time out. That is a...
There were two doors to the
Yeah.
classroom. and
The
one
person who
locked
tampered with
last
the crime
was-
scene used the gold leaf sword and stabbed it into the wax.
No,
epicate.
no. That's actually a hole, though. If they locked the back door and left the fingerprints on it, right?
Yeah.
But that door has to be closed for it to lock. So even if that person closed that door, they still would have had to have exited to the front door.
Oh, fuck, you're right. The fuck?
But that didn't leave any evidence.
The door that the culprit locked last was the front door. Have to be the front door.
Oh no!
Okay.
How the hell? Okay, back door, I guess.
Both doors?
It has to be back door. I think that's what they're leading us towards.
Okay, yeah, it's back door.
So I just deduced the plot hole. What the hell? They better explain this very well.
Indeed.
The back door. That's how they made this a locked room mystery.
How'd they get out then?
The back door had a sliding lock, yes? How was it locked from the outside?
The culprit used a certain tool.
What?
The fuck are they? Oh, good.
What? We don't even know what it is. Well, certainly not whatever that doll is. Oh, the sickle?
No, that's not right. Oh, it's Monokuma.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Whoa.
That's the first Monokuma I've found in a while.
Well, it's not gonna be in the top right corner, man.
I know, I'm trying to break as many as I can though, because if they switch. Oh.
Oh.
No, there's no way they use the katana, right?
Maybe? I was thinking they used the sickle, but... Because, yeah, the sickle has a hook and everything.
Yep, well, that's wrong.
Oh, well,
Fuck me then. What the hell? How they use it? Oh! I see. The sword has a flat end. That's how the gold paint got on there. They used it like a fucking lever.
That was stabbed
somehow.
in Kaede's effigy.
That's why it was in Kaede specifically, so it could be spun. And slap the lock closed, because it goes very easily. You wouldn't need a whole lot of force.
man,
That's fucking...
This bullshit. What the... They must have had... They had to have tried like a couple times then. Like hell, they just kind of spun that shit.
That to hit the knob of the sliding lock to lock the door.
So the gold leaf was on the sliding lock because...
That explains why
Yes,
there's
when
no
the katana
thumbprint.
hit the lock, some of the gold leaf rubbed off on it. The gold leaf on that katana did peel rather easily.
That's some shit.
That evidence rings a bell. Specifically, a school bell.
What?
Huh? Are you talking about a different school? What school?
Nah, talking about the gold leaf and Danganronpa.
Yep.
Now, that doesn't matter anymore. Let's not dwell on the past.
Ooh, the gold leaf landed on the sliding lock when the katana touched it. So that means the culprit used the katana to move the sliding lock, right? But wait, how did they move it with the katana? And from outside Angie's lab?
The clue that might give us the
bullshit,
answer.
that's what they did.
They hoped and dreamed and it happened.
It was an odd setup after all.
What were they tied to?
The katana stabbed into the effigy. The effigies hung upside down.
Angie didn't do that as part of the ritual?
No, it had no purpose.
No. Nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you had to hang the effigies.
If it was not part of the ritual, then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
Different purpose. What could it have been? So Culprit somehow used the setup to lock the room. In that case, I need to know the reason behind every step of the setup. If we do that, the way the culprit locked the room should be clear.
Yeah, here we go. Psyche Taxi.
Alright, I got this. That's some shit, though. I wouldn't have figured that out.
Yeah, exactly. Jeez, Suichi. if the game was not literally fisting this to us, we would not have figured that out. Wow. That kind of goes to show, huh, though?
Yeah.
How complicated this murder was.
What's worse is I still think we have a problem.
Oh.
I don't know what it is. I just feel like there's something still missing.
Let's
Return
focus on Anji's death
The
first.
handle of the sliding lock. What turned the handle on the sliding lock? Okay. It's on its hill. Obviously.
Good.
That would have fucked me up if it had been the other one. Like, it was the hand! What? What was done to make the katana lock turn on? No, the katana was stabbed into the effigy. What the? That's a long fucking question.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, wow. I don't really have any theories or anything to say right now. Oh wow, the billboards have Anji on them.
How was the effigy manipulated to make the katana affect the lock?
Did you notice that?
What was that?
The billboards have Anji on them. Like advertising a religion or something.
Oh, huh. Well, I'd have to be spinning it, right? That'd be the only one. These are all questions you could have figured out just by looking at it. That literally was not helpful to us in any way.
That's it. The reason the culprit stuck the katana into the effigy was so that it would hit the sliding lock as the effigy spun.
Effigy spun?
That's right. If you spun the effigy, the rope it was hanging from would twist.
So they set all this ridiculous bullshit up just
Then,
because they hung up all the
the rope would
bodies
unwind,
just to
and the
disguise
effigy would
this.
spin the other way.
That's the only thing I could figure.
And of course, the katana would spin with it.
I see. So the culprit used the katana's counterspin to push the lock into place?
The culprit simply needed to spin the effigy's rope and then swiftly leave. This would cause the spinning katana to hit the sliding lock.
That's some clever shit,
Thus
though.
was
I'll
the back
give him
door
that.
of an empty classroom locked from the inside.
Yes, that's how Angie's lab was locked. By using the effigy with a katana.
A plan born from the heart of a sword traveling through the air to intercept us.
No.
Oh, but could it have moved the slide lock so easily?
Yes.
The sliding lock was pretty loose. A little push could move it. As
I'm
long
trying
as
to
the
decipher
spinning
that
katana
reference,
hit
but
the lock,
whatever.
I think it was a
slid into
reference to
position.
Archer from Infinite Blade Works. Using a goddamn sword to travel through the air like a fucking arrow.
Even if the
I
culprit
could be
failed
wrong.
the first couple times, they could keep trying until it locked.
Which is why the culprit chose to strike at nighttime, as to avoid detection.
Yes, since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at nighttime.
Are you saying it's the student council's fault?
I didn't say that.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick. It had to have been the right length to hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
The culprit couldn't find a blade long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up so we think it was some kind of ceremony. That way.
But they
we
didn't read
wouldn't
the
notice lock.
Necronomicon.
But Kokichi did say earlier that he could have picked the lock closed. I don't want to completely ignore that possibility. But I can't imagine the culprit would have done all this just for a distraction.
If that's the case, then Kokichi's confession earlier was actually...
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
Cough it up, Kokichi!
Dick.
Oh, man. You guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit.
You're telling the truth this time, right?
I want to say I'm lying, but I'm not.
Why did you say you were the culprit?
To fuck with you.
I wanted to lure the culprit out.
Bullshit.
If I claimed to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well. You get me? And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious. Sheesh. Darn it. It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted in on my plan.
That was the stupidest plan I've ever heard.
You and your fucking lies! Go sit in the corner and play with yourself!
Okay, I'll start right now.
Alright, so who's the asshole who set up this locked room mystery?
You. I can't hold it up anymore.
What's the matter? You going soft on me now?
What the fuck is this?
You both need to just shut the fuck up and get out of the ring.
Who made the locked room mystery doesn't matter since anyone could have done it. Don't you even understand something as basic as that, you filthy cum dumpster?
God damn.
Cum dumpster! Finally! Someone finally called me a cum dumpster!
You have problems. You have major problems.
What should we talk about?
Even Gaunt is like, no. No. Just no.
We must focus not on the locked room, but on who entered Angie's lab. Only one of the student council members or Kokichi could have gained entry. Therefore, the culprit must be among their number.
That leaves us with 4 suspects. Tsumugi, Gonta, Kibo, and Kokichi.
Don't forget Himiko. She's also a part of the student council.
And Tenko.
Doesn't matter if she was besties with Angie, she's still a suspect.
Just fucking.
That contradicts what you said earlier, which I can prove using my recording function.
It's fine. That's just a waste of time.
Me? A suspect? I never kill Angie!
So, calling all suspects, what should we discuss next? I want to hear everyone's opinion. What would you say to get yourself off the suspect list?
Why are you trying to lead the debate? You're a suspect too.
Silence, outsider. Only the suspect rangers are allowed to speak.
Wow.
Okay.
Suspect rangers?
I agree. Those under suspicion should explain themselves thoroughly.
We might catch them with their pants down!
Anyway, I want to ask the suspect rangers, what should we talk about? What should we say to get ourselves off the suspect list? Well, guys, I want to hear what you think.
That's sort of a difficult question, you know?
Gonta not smart enough to know answer to that.
Yes, it is difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your innocence?
They don't trust you one bit, and I don't blame them. You're probably plotting...
Why did Tenko have to die?
Huh?
There it goes.
I want to know what happened to Angie too, but... Can we talk about Tenko's case now and not just Angie's?
I got you exactly where I wanted, Himiko.
What do you mean?
The 2 victims could have been killed by 2 separate murderers, you know. So we need to find the first Blackened responsible for the first victim. We gotta figure out who killed Angie. Until we solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless.
That's not 100% true.
Did you suggest that to waste our time?
It's not meaningless! Tenko's death was meaningless? How dare you! Poor Tenko! How could you do this to her? Himiko...
Himiko, stop it with your crappy lies.
Lies?
Everything you said is total BS. You didn't give two shits about Tenko when she was alive. But now you're like, oh no, poor Tenko, after she's dead. Come on, really?
Kokichi, enough!
No. It's okay. It's no surprise he'd think that. I know I ignored Tenko before. That's why I'm so upset now. I should have faced Tenko. Worked things out with her while she was still alive. And now, it's too late. I can't complain to her or thank her. It's too late.
Yeah, seriously. It's way too late to realize that
The
now.
fuck, Kaito?
Fuck,
Our only
Kaito?
option is to face her death head on.
Oh.
Yeah. Face her death?
Himiko, I understand what you're going through. So I'm gonna help you out. Let's work together to find the truth. I'm not gonna let anyone say her death didn't matter.
Kaito.
I am everyone's big brother.
Alright.
Hell yeah.
I'll put a silencing curse on whoever calls Tenko's death meaningless. The name of the curse is Death Curse. I suppose being dead would silence someone pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah, that would definitely do it.
Listen up. All you guys are gonna help out too. Abandoning someone who died and only thinking about your own survival. That's just as bad as a hit and run. I won't forgive something so messed up.
That is the most apt analogy I've ever heard. Holy
really
shit.
is. Goddamn.
Too.
I've already told you that's so unnecessary. We're getting sidetracked here.
No, even if it was a different culprit, we need to know how Tenko died. If we don't find out who killed her, we won't be able to work together. Not now, not ever. Even if this trial isn't for her, in order for us to survive, we need to get to the bottom of Tenko's death.
That, and I'm certain the crime scene is definitely the crime scene of the first case.
Yeah.
Andre definitely didn't die in
Not
that.
just to survive this trial, but so we can keep going and live on.
Finally, you noticed. Jeez, you're so
Someone,
slow.
Samugi slapped Kokichi.
Kokichi want us to notice?
Don't listen to his crap. We haven't decided whether there were two different culprits yet.
Let us talk about Tenko's case then. Perhaps that will provide us a clue.
Yeah, maybe.
They're not wrong, but I don't mind going over Tenko's case. But that was an abrupt change of topic. Was that intentional?
So what do we talk about first?
For now, let's see if we can narrow down the list of suspects.
Tancrotch probably got killed during the seance, so everyone there's suspicious.
Tancrotch!
The people who attended the seance. The people who attended the seance.
Keep
Kibi. Kirikiri, Suichi, Kokichi, and Kibo.
Kiba wasn't even there.
I know he wasn't,
That's it.
but he did help set up. I know it's
It
not
was
the
me,
answer.
Kyo, Himiko, and Kokichi.
So those four are the culprits.
Wow, you really are stupid.
Oh, Himiko's still culprit?
Well, that's probably just a coinkydink. The most suspicious out of the four is really Kyo. He suggested the whole seance idea.
Okay, that's fair.
True, I may have suggested
Everyone's
it.
pointing
I
at
explained the
Kyo.
procedure beforehand, yes? If we all knew of it before the murder, then we are all equally suspicious.
No, you definitely had something to do with it. I don't know about Anji, but you definitely had something to do with Tenko's.
In addition, the seance wasn't entirely in my control either. I was not the one who selected the room we performed it in. It was Himiko.
What? That's right.
Right.
No, I still don't think it was Himiko.
Also, we should not limit our suspects to only those who participated in the seance. The empty room had a point of entry from outside, you see.
He's referring to the other room.
I think he means like the boy, not that boy. That's tiny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
No? Okay.
Oh well.
Guess
Okay.
he
Never
was.
mind. I'm dumb. Just. They think I'm a fraud.
There!
Okay, so I was right. Alright. I'm not dumb. See, I know my stuff
You're
sometimes.
talking about under the floor, right?
Huh? Under the floor?
Well, we're starting to talk about under the sea.
Yes, there's a crawl space under the floor a person could move through. There was also a hole that connected it to the neighboring room.
If the culprit used the hole, they could have entered and exited the seance room.
If we consider that possibility, then there is another suspect.
Another suspect? Who?
It's appearing before
It was
me.
Kibo.
Oh, I can see it clearly. The true identity of Tenko's killer.
Oh boy, what fucking facade are you playing at now? Alright.
I was just thinking if maybe Kibo could do it because he has light up eyes.
I think that would be too...
Kibo's
Culprit
flashlight
sneaked in
function.
during the seance by crawling under the floor.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
yeah, that's exactly what he's
You
referencing.
mean candle?
I mean, Kibo's flashlight function.
Huh? Now, hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance!
I said hold on a second.
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold on a second.
No,
The
you'd
culprit
see it.
sneaked in
Yeah, we
during
can
the
definitely
seance
see
because it wasn't dark.
Do we shoot this one, though? That's the question.
You see, our villain had a light.
There it is. I was right. Good thing I didn't go for the other one. That would have
I don't think the culprit could have used a light while under the floor.
because there's a hole in the corner.
There was a hole in the corner of the room. If a light were used, it would have leaked through and we would have seen it.
But when we did the seance, the room was definitely pitch black.
So a light was not shined under the floor, which means you cannot claim I am the culprit.
Jeez, here I thought this would be the case where the murder could only be done by a robot.
You have accused me of being the culprit more than once now, simply because I am a robot. My status as a robot does not mean I am capable of performing superhuman feats.
Don't
My
you have
vision
night
is
vision?
somewhat poor, and I only possess average physical strength and intelligence.
All right, you made your
Jeez,
point.
were you made of cheap parts?
God, now I
Tuh.
I neither want nor need your pity.
Thanks.
Enough with the flashlight! It's way too bright!
It would have been difficult to move around under the floor in that pitch black darkness. Maybe the floor and the hole have nothing to do with this case.
Then why was floorboard under Tenko lined up funny?
There you go, Gonta. Good question.
Going to think that was so culprit could stab Tenko from under floor.
Ooh, nice observation, Gonta. Are you finally getting used to the class trials?
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Don't say it like that. You're better off not being used to this kind of stuff.
Maybe they marked Tenko with glowing paint and looked for that.
That's another reference to another game.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
direct
Let the
reference to the
culprit find
second
her.
culprit.
Then they could stab her through the floorboards.
And that's an even more clear. That's
Boy, that sounds really familiar too. But I'm just gonna ignore it.
Her corpse didn't have any trace of glowing paint, though.
Oh, yeah. So then why was that floorboard loose?
well, that's because there was
Whose
a giant chunk
floorboard
of
was
it
the
missing
one under
from the crossbeam.
Tenko, right?
So I'm going to
If
entertain the
culprit used it while
idea
she was
right
still
now
alive, she'd totally notice.
that what if Tenko killed himself?
I mean, that's a possibility.
I know,
even cares? Fussing over that won't get us closer to the culprit!
But I doubt it.
We shouldn't dismiss this line of inquiry, however. Instead of butting our heads against this, how about we concentrate on another issue?
What other issue?
Why did my seance fail?
First, we should figure
Oh.
out how and when
I
exactly Tenko
swear,
was
if he had
killed.
said that.
When? So not during seance?
Tanko was in the metal cage for the whole seance, wasn't she? How could someone have gotten to her there?
Maybe the culprit killed her before she went under the metal cage.
Nope.
Hello.
That's not possible. She was alive at that point.
But it's a good idea to get everybody on the same page.
Yes. She was unmistakably alive when the seance
We've
began.
more than literally
That was
just
right before
watched
we
her
blew out the
die
candles.
without
But when
seeing
the
it
light
happen.
came back,
Oh my god, you're right though.
Floorboard
This
was
is
removed
similar
at
to how
that point,
Byakuya
so
died.
it's likely
How we
she was
found the
already
body
dead.
underneath a white curtain, stabbed through the floorboards in pitch blackness.
So she was killed when the room was dark?
But she was inside Cage, right? Going to think it impossible to kill her then.
Then she wasn't killed when the room was dark. It was a different time.
A different time?
How the fuck should I know? You figure it out, shitheads! Huh? Since Gonta said it was impossible, I'm proposing an alternate theory. Now hurry up and think! If you want to make my golden brain tingle, start circle jerking your limp dick brains!
Sweetie, smack her. Just in the back of
No,
it.
Kibo Smacker.
That would. No, Kibo's not strong enough.
True. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a rough hit with a metal
When
part
Tenko
would
got
hit.
killed, it wasn't during the seance.
Okay, fuck you. That's
It
wrong.
could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time,
That's true.
and she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment Cage was lifted?
Like that.
When Cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tanko real fast.
No.
So fast, no one saw.
No.
Oh my!
The fucker.
So who lifted the cage?
I think what her joke was earlier was that when people think
then
that gets
obviously
her off, I
Himiko was the
guess.
culprit.
There's no down!
I have regrets.
Can someone snap her neck?
Can someone like smack the fuck out of her?
She was under the cage,
Fuck!
and she was
Fuck!
dead.
God damn it! Fuck you. Fuck you, Miu. I hope you die in a fire. Where you belong.
When Tenko got killed,
Fuck up, Miu.
Clearly, Kokichi's wearing Old Spice body wash.
What about moment Cage was
Fuck
lifted?
bullshit for 16 hours.
There! It was the white sheet on fucking contest thing. I thought I already shot it with that. Oh, maybe I shot it once and it fucking
No,
hit the words.
it wasn't possible to kill her the moment the cage was lifted. Because the inside of the white cloth had Tenko's blood on it.
Yeah, okay, that's what it was.
That cloth was removed before the cage was lifted.
God damn,
If
that
Tenko
took
was
way too
stabbed,
long.
Yeah.
That was
There
some
wouldn't be
bullshit.
blood on the cloth.
what? But how could my golden brain be wrong when it felt so right?
Because you're a fucking idiot.
The only possibility is that Tenko was killed during the
I
seance.
got your remodel right here!
I wanna
What? Are you fucking kidding me, Miu? I'm gonna strangle you.
No, it's still wrong to think that Tenko was killed during the seance.
What?
I'm gonna prove it right now. My golden brain is gonna go all out!
Christ, just shut up and give up. I don't like you.
At least this isn't gonna take forever.
She'll find a way.
Tenko died after the seance. It happened when the sheet was lifted. That was the moment the culprit chose to stab the fuck out of Tenko through the cage. They stuck the thin blade through the gaps of, and that clean white sheet got stained blood red!
But the weapon was a sickle. Only the blade could have fit through the gaps.
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko. Sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
No, that's the...
It's the rock.
She
Fuck, I
wasn't
missed
that
it.
far from the cage's gap.
That's fine.
In which case, the person who lifted the and that's none other than Kyo.
I found it.
The blade's all you need.
Shut up.
If you stick the blade through a gap
Well,
in the
it might be
cage,
Tenko's last moment.
it'd be long enough to reach
One or the other.
Tenko. Sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
Nope, I got it.
Woo.
I'll cut through your words.
Shut the fuck up, Mew.
Allow me to cut through your words.
Wait just a minute. Tenko wasn't sitting down inside the cage. She was bent over with her forehead against the marker stone, and the cage itself was about 3 feet tall. The sickle's blade was too short to reach Tenko while she was in that position.
Then I messed up again? How could this happen? I am so embarrassed.
Good. Now shut the fuck up and stop talking.
No worries, Mew. Everyone already knows you're an embarrassment to the human race.
For once, I agree.
Yeah, no worries.
Fuck! Even Gonze got in on it.
If Shuichi is right, then it's impossible for Tenko to have been killed through the
That
cage.
was great. That was worth it.
That
That made that whole
accidental
ordeal worth it.
savagery.
Couldn't have been killed during the seance and she was in the cage, right?
If she was killed then, the cloth over the cage would have been pierced.
Not during the seance or from below the floor. Then it's impossible, isn't it?
Yeah, for a living person.
Oh, shut up, Kokichi.
Huh?
What if Angie's spirit killed Tenko?
What are you talking about? That's not possible.
You don't know that. Some things are impossible for a human, but not for a spirit.
Don't say stupid stuff like that. Screw spirits.
Stop that now.
Yeah, before he hugged me again.
Spirit killed Tenko? But why?
Himiko?
Why would Angie's spirit kill Tenko?
What if Tenko killed Angie, and then Angie's spirit came back for revenge?
Like I said, that's impossible. Spirits can't be culprits.
Then explain how the culprit killed Tenko under these impossible circumstances.
Well,
See? You can't explain, can you? Only a spirit could have done
wait, I know. What if the culprit was hiding inside the cage?
What?
Kaito. I like you. You're a good man.
If they were in there, they could have stabbed Tenko during the seance.
But that was the stupidest shit you've ever said.
No. If there was someone else in the cage, we would have noticed.
I agree with Kaito.
What?
The culprit could have been inside the cage.
What? You do?
Nonsense. There was no space in the cage for the culprit to hide.
Oh.
Yeah. Here we go.
But there
Maybe
was
the
a
culprit wouldn't
spot.
need to hide in the first place.
What?
Also, the culprit could have killed her in the cage at any time. I think you know what I'm getting at, right?
The they she's referring to.
It was Kai.
Yes, it was Kaide. This is who she's referring to. She's saying it was a suicide, though.
I believe Maki is referring to Tenko herself.
What did you say? Are you saying Tenko is the culprit?
She committed suicide.
Suicide?
If she committed suicide, it would explain a lot of things we couldn't figure out. She volunteered to be in the cage, and then stabbed herself during the seance. It wouldn't matter how dark the room was.
But the sickle she was stabbed with was under the floor, right? Tanko had stabbed herself, wouldn't the sickle still be inside the cage?
Not if it fell through.
Oh my god. Mew actually said something smart.
That explains why the floorboard was removed. After stabbing herself with the sickle, she
No,
threw it
she would have been in
underneath
shock.
the
There
floor.
would be no way.
Yeah.
So she took off the floorboard to get rid of the sickle?
No.
Yes, that makes sense to Gonta.
Well, it doesn't make sense to me. There's no reason for Tanko to commit suicide.
Maybe I wasn't too far off with the theory I had earlier. You know, about Tenko killing Angie.
Yeah?
Because Tenko and Angie were fighting for your attention, right? Tenko's pent-up frustration led her to commit such an atrocity. Her conscience couldn't handle it anymore, so she decided to end her own life.
No.
What?
I don't believe that.
But if she was gonna kill herself, why do it during the seance?
She wanted to hide the truth of her suicide.
Really? Why?
There could only be one reason to hide it in a killing game, right? It's to take us down with her.
Wow, you have a fucked up mind.
Jeez.
Take us down?
That would be some Nagito level shit if she did that.
She wanted
She's
us
not
to pick the
Nagito.
wrong
Yeah,
answer
she's
during
not,
the class
really.
trial. So she could bring us all down. She wanted us to die with her. Okay, well, she probably just wanted Himiko to die with her, but still.
What are you saying? Tanko wasn't like that. She told me.
What if all of that was just a lie?
A lie?
Wait, we should believe Tanko's last words.
The true terror of class trials is that you shouldn't believe everything said.
Himiko, you said that Tenko would never do anything like that. But how can you be so sure? Did you guys actually know each other? People keep all sorts of secrets. Like Maki. She hid the fact that she's a cold-blooded killer. Is it wise of us to trust other people wholeheartedly in this kind of situation?
Jeez, you're such a naive dude.
Naive?
We're all just people, you know? Of course we're gonna have some secrets. What matters is whether there's any malice behind them.
People can lie about how malicious their hidden secrets really are.
Well, duh. It's impossible to know for sure what others are thinking. That's why it all comes down to whether or not you believe in yourself.
Okay.
If you get betrayed, it's not their fault. It's your fault for believing in them. That's why I believed in Maki Roll, because I wanted to believe in her.
Just because you're acting all cool doesn't mean you get to skip training.
Hey, come on. Don't you think you're being a little too strict?
Well, we come from different backgrounds. So for now, let's agree to disagree. No one's ever called me naive before. And from Kaito? Seriously?
Kokichi is deeply disturbed.
Yeah, right?
Can't reach Tanko anymore. But I want to believe in her. She wouldn't commit suicide. She wouldn't try to take us down. That's what I want to believe.
Me too. Gonta no can believe Tanko commits suicide.
But if Tenko did commit suicide, that would answer all of our questions.
If you insist we believe in Tenko, then provide a reason to do so.
A proper reason.
All right, I'll give you a
Seriously,
reason.
fuck Anji, right?
That's it.
Yes, there is. Will you trust me, Maki? If it turns out I'm wrong, you can blame me all you like. But for now, I need you to trust in my detective work.
I don't believe Tenko will kill herself because of what she said. I'll see you guys after the seance. See you guys after. I doubt you had a sudden change of heart. Just because we don't know how she was killed doesn't mean she was a suicide. We shouldn't be satisfied with that. If we keep thinking, we'll find the truth. That means we had to believe Tenko. I'll make them all believe.
far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
We can lie here.
Her plan was to take us down with her. So she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person! But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance.
What does the lie say?
She could have secretly brought the sickle. And then
I'm
stabbed
seeing
herself with
Tenko
it.
died instantly.
That's interesting.
Finally, with the last of her strength,
Oh, so that's where we could lie.
underneath the floor.
So we could lie and say Tenko died instantly to a Kyo. Now, do we want to do that though?
I think we do.
So far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her.
Shut up,
So she
Kokichi.
hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person! But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance.
That could also be why he
She could have secretly brought the sickle. And then stabbed herself with it.
Finally, with the last of her strength,
I'll reveal the truth.
Now the question was that a back route or was I supposed to lie there?
Tenko couldn't have thrown the
He asked
sickle on the
Maki to
floor.
believe his deduction, so I assumed that that was what you were supposed to do.
Yeah, good point, because she was the one that said it wouldn't have been an instant death.
Because she died instantly.
instantly.
There we go.
I'm certain of it. My investigation determined that she died instantly.
What's your opinion, Maki? I'd like to hear from someone who specializes in murder.
Maki.
You're right. I completely forgot about that important detail.
Hey.
Tenko died instantly.
What?
As an assassin, I specialize in killing my targets swiftly. I have no doubt that Tenko was killed immediately.
Words of a true killer. Pretty sure we can believe everything she said.
Fucking
Thank
Kokichi.
you, Maki.
How could you forget that, Maki Roll? You better apologize to Shuichi.
I'm going to break his legs.
It's okay, Kaito, really. No apology necessary. Anyway, Tenko died so suddenly that she couldn't have brought the sickle. Knowing that, the theory that she killed herself just doesn't fit, correct?
Oh god, here's a thought. We're not even to the halfway point.
Tenko wouldn't commit.
We still don't know jack shit about what happened with Anji.
Thank goodness, Himiko.
Except of how the locked room was committed.
Which means someone definitely killed Tenko during the seance.
Her suicide was considered because we could not determine how she was killed.
No, there must have been a way.
Oh.
We're gonna figure it out.
Did any of the participants witness anything peculiar during the seance? If you know something, please speak up. It could be the key to solving this mystery.
We heard something
Not
fall.
a bad idea. We should have remembered that what happened during the sounds. We try to remember. I'm sure there's something. You know, like a loud fucking bang. You try to find some sort of clue that'll help me solve this mystery.
If the dog statue did fall over, though, who the hell would have been able to pick it up? I mean, there's also the fact that Tenko could have, like, somewhat
Did
fell
anything
to the
seem
floor
out
if
of
she,
the
like,
ordinary
moved
during
at all,
seance?
because she was right on that floorboard that was loose. But even then, how
The fact
would
that
she
the
have
seance
died?
failed. The ritual was perfect.
Stabbed in the back of the neck. What the fuck?
How utterly strange.
Now that I think about it, while we were all singing the song, I heard something fall.
Yep. There it is. I fucking missed!
I'm more
God
concerned about how dark it got.
Damn it!
I mean, it was totally pitch black. My job was to relight the candles. Moving along
You're
the
certainly
walls
not
was
the ultimate
seriously
marksman.
You want to try that again?
I heard something fall.
Now gather at the campfire and sing our campfire song.
I'm more concerned about
see
how
ya.
dark
Wait,
it
you
got in
missed?
there.
I guess it counted me hitting the fucking white text. Fuck you, game.
Fall.
Got it.
I agree. Himiko, you think that something fell because of that sound you heard, right?
It sounded like something heavy fell down and hit the floor really hard. What could have fallen down?
Fallen down? There wasn't anything on the ceiling that could have fallen down, right?
Am I wrong? I thought something fell, but
The sound was pretty loud. It did seem like something hit the floorboards.
A loud sound sounding like hitting the floorboards. Maybe that sound had something to do with the other thing that happened in the dark.
What? No.
What was the question again?
It was like,
What caused the sound that was... Oh, okay. Oh, well, fuck you.
What'd you think?
I don't know, I picked randomly to give myself more time.
I was wrong!
Well, I think it was the dog statue
I don't think it was the dog statue, because that thing was fucking heavy as hell.
Could it have been the floorboard then that made the noise?
That's what I was thinking. Okay. Oh, I guess that's what I picked last time. Well, fuck me. Okay. Oh.
Damn it!
I think there's like another thing that references the floorboard specifically.
Okay, so it's not the dog statue.
Damn it!
What the hell? What caused the sound noise from during the seance?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
This
big
is
time.
it!
I'm overcomplicating it. I'm trying to jump ahead.
I think the floorboard coming off had something to do with that sound. That floorboard came loose at some point during the seance, right?
could the floorboard have made such a loud sound, though?
It was the sound of an intense impact.
If the impact was that intense, then it could have loosened the floorboard.
That's true, there would have been a strong impact to that sound. But what was it? What could it possibly be?
All right, then. Let's go with that. We all gotta put our heads
Could it
together
be that
now.
someone...
Oh shit, what?
Wait, what? What did he say?
Did I skip something? Fuck.
You gotta stop hitting A when I'm saying stuff, man.
So what made the floorboard come loose?
Judging from the sound, there must have been
Oh, I
considerable
know what this is.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound.
Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
Tuh, well, there's your theory.
But that statue was still on top of the cage.
Culprit hide under floor. Then stood up with such might.
But we already said there was no one under the floor.
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
A floorboard that comes loose when you step on it is dangerous. God, it's like I'm the only one here who's staying on the ball.
You hardly have any experience with balls to say that, Mew.
Don't be stupid. Don't you know me and Balls are the best of friends?
Actually, I think we have to agree with Kokichi.
So what made the floorboard
I think you're
come
right.
loose?
That sounds like it would be making the most sense.
As begrudgingly as we do so.
That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound.
Culprit, hide.
Nope, there's Ganta.
But we already said there was...
Okay, Kokichi.
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
I thought for a second, I thought the S in some was gonna block my shot, and I was about to be pissed as hell.
Get dunked on.
Kokichi is right. The floorboard came loose because someone stomped on it.
The floorboards fit perfect. Going to make sure, first time we go to empty room.
When we first saw the room, yes. But when I looked again during the investigation,
Yep, someone cut the
one of the cross pieces supporting
What I
the
don't
floorboard
understand is why they did it
was
to
cut off.
multiple rooms.
After examining the cut, I concluded that it must have been done deliberately.
Oh.
What?
Because then they'd have a perfect chance of doing it. Kyo, regardless of what room the seance was performed in, set it up so it was a rigged game.
Oh!
That dirty motherfucker.
I never even thought of
Someone?
Angie
You mean
probably
the
heard or
culprit,
saw
right?
something, followed
Why'd they do
him.
that?
Because that would take a lot
What
of
did the
fucking
culprit stand
time.
to gain
Yeah.
by cutting the cross piece?
And so she had to go. That or he was testing it and he accidentally knocked her unconscious. But no, that wouldn't. Crosspiece and floorboard. Tango's body was then end and was floorboard. Now the cross piece that was cut was on the other end. The unsupported part was outside the cage, so it could have been stomped on.
Oh, wait. So if someone stepped on the floorboard and it moved Tenko up like a lever, and they could have got it with the knife. I mean, with the sickle.
Only one of the cross pieces was cut. The other two were intact. One of them was right under Tenko. And the other was right in the center about where the edge of the cage was. What was the culprit attempting to achieve by standing on the floorboard? Fuck! The hell is this? Alright. I forgot my controls. Okay, there it is. S?
Suspend?
Is there a U? Sus?
No.
No, there's only S, A, E, W. So it has to be E. Sus. F. Okay, that's not E. So A then? Sus, Oh, seesaw!
Oh.
God damn it. Seesaw. F, W, E. Let's try that. Nope, okay. Nope. Oh, now there's C's and T's. Oh. Nope, okay, fuck.
See? Whoa.
Fuck! I guess game over. That's one way to fucking give you a game over.
Yeah, really. Jeez. That was kind
That
of
was
dramatic.
violent.
Really?
Good.
Okay, it's not C. F.
B?
What the fuck?
What are we
Starts with a
spelling?
E.
Seesaw effect?
Oh, yeah, that would do it. Yeah, you got it.
Woo!
That one had me all sorts of fun.
Yeah,
What
it
the
did.
hell? Jesus.
That's right. The floorboard might have been used as a seesaw.
Huh? A seesaw?
The crosspiece at one end of the floorboard had been cut off. The other two crosspieces holding up that board were close to the cage, meaning if you were to apply force to the end of the floorboard with no crosspiece, the next crosspiece would act as a fulcrum to turn the floorboard into a lever. A lever capable of lifting up Tenko's entire body.
Her whole body lifted up?
Oh, that sneaky mother. But how? How would she? Did he still like hide
Yeah,
the
that
sickle
sounds
inside,
like
like
a seesaw,
underneath the
all right.
blanket?
But why bother lifting Tenko's body?
They couldn't have killed Tenko like that. Unless they used the sickle.
That's exactly it. Using the seesaw trick, it was possible to kill Tenko with a sickle.
Huh? How?
In order for the culprit to kill Tenko with a seesaw trick, the placement of the sickle is the most important factor.
The floorboard, the seesaw, the cage, the bloody white pepper. What conclusion is gonna go with this? There's only one place the sickle could be placed that consistent with the evidence.
So, the sickle was on top of the cage underneath the bag. And then we placed the heavy weight on it so it wouldn't move.
Yep.
That's it! The sickle was at the top of the iron cage, with the blade facing down.
And Tenko wouldn't have seen
And Kyo's the one that
reason we
both
didn't
placed
see
it and
is because of
removed
the
it.
fabric covering the cage. Also, the wooden statue kept the blade in place. It's true that the sickle's handle was thick, which made the statue wobble. But the statue's weight kept it from falling over. Once everything was in place, if you stepped hard enough on the seesaw,
So,
Tenko's body
God
would have
damn,
shot
Kyo.
up and hit the blade on the top of the cage.
this is overly fucking complicated.
This also brings up another question though.
Meaning
Did
the
Kyo
sickle's
kill
blade
Anji?
would have connected with her neck.
Yes. I'm gonna say yes, because he had to test this. There's no way in hell he would know this would work, just on assumption. He had to test it.
Oh!
And
Wait, you
that's
think
why-
you did all? You think you knocked her out and then tested this shit on her?
No. I don't think he tested this part of it. He tested this part when nobody was under there to see if it would work. For some reason, Anji was under there and she got thwacked in the fucking head.
Oh!
And because if Anji was found, knocked the fuck out,
The 6-inch sickle blade was
I think it's an exact opposite of what happened with Sumiki. Instead of having to kill, it's exactly what would happen with Himiko. Mikon had to kill her because of the reason.
But with the floorboard acting as a seesaw, they could compensate for the blade's length.
Bringing the victim to the sickle rather than bringing the sickle to the victim. That's definitely an unorthodox idea.
That's fucked.
It's crazy, but it would explain how Tenko got stabbed while she was in the cage.
So the sound we heard was the culprit stomping on the floorboard.
That impact make floorboard come loose.
Looks like we got ourselves a good old-fashioned seesaw homicide. Wait, what the hell's a seesaw homicide? That's fucking crazy!
Just shut up.
The craziness is what really makes the killing game fun, you know? They can't get away with murder the normal way, so they gotta think outside the box. Kudos, culprit! You did a great job keeping me entertained.
Indeed. Well played, Himiko.
Really?
Yeah?
It was you, wasn't it? The one behind the seesaw homicide.
Why her?
Are we really
Because
calling that
she's
that?
the only one capable of carrying out this plan.
Is she really, Kyo? Is she
The
really?
only one? Why's that?
Because this seesaw homicide required its location to be prepared beforehand.
By cutting the crosspiece beneath the floorboard, you mean?
Then the culprit would need to lure their victim into the prepared room.
Except Kokichi got hurt walking into another room because everything
Yeah.
had already been prepared multiple
Is why you
times.
chose that room for the seance. Is it not, Himiko?
That's a nice cover, but Kokichi fucked you up already. You're done, fucker. Oh fuck! Not if he didn't kill Anya though. No, he definitely
Oh,
killed
yeah.
Anya.
Himiko chose the site for the seance.
She likely found out about my plans for the seance somehow.
You were quite vocal about the seance, Kyo. You even had instructions for it in your lab.
Our culprit, Himiko, prepared her seesaw trap.
Yeah, totally.
Image.
Then she waited for me to host the seance and suggested the middle room. She led us all into holding the seance right where she wanted it.
The problem is she didn't know anything else about the fucking seance, genius.
Then, she killed Tenko. All according to plan.
That's a lie, right? Himiko did such a thing?
In the end, Himiko, who Tenko cherished and loved, tragically killed her.
Wait! We don't know that, right? He's wrong, right, Himiko? Himiko would never kill Tenko, right?
Kill Tenko? I killed Tenko?
Himiko?
What?
What's wrong, Himiko?
It is true that using the middle room was Himiko's idea. But does that mean that Himiko really killed Tenko? Would something like that really happen? Something so cool. Oh, okay, this is our halfway.
Woo.
Fuck, about time. Yes. Shit.
Well now.
Looks like we've reached the intermission segment, which means it's time for our Guess the Victim quiz.
What?
A victim quiz, not a culprit quiz? The only victims,
The only victims are the people who are still watching this drawn-out, boring crap.
Why are you being such a downer all of a sudden?
It's okay. It is okay. I'm sure everyone is happy. How do you know? They could be skipping this entire conversation for all we know. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. I'm the real victim here. Me!
Why are you getting upset? If anything, I'm the real victim. I gotta put up with all this nonsense all the time. That's the right answer, Monodam. Why? He hasn't said anything.
Hey.
Exactly, because there are no victims. Yep, even if you're killed in this killing game, you're a winner. Because then everyone mourns you, and you get tons of posthumous popularity.
Is that a fucking jab at Mukuro?
I know, right?
I feel like that's a jab at Mukuro.
Oh, Daddy, you don't need to reveal that kind of behind-the-scenes details.
All right.
Dying makes you more popular? Then we gotta die soon too.
Which one is going to die, though?
I think it's gonna be Monodam. Okay. Right.
They somehow turn the tables and get rid of him?
This is my impression of a spooky, scary ghost.
Whoa, man, for spooky to me.
I'm fine with real ghosts, but impressions of them are too scary!
I'm not gonna comment on that.
Does not compute.
Huh? Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear it.
Now they're both being assholes to Monodam. Watch him kill them both.
Else is sweet buns. Yep, tasty, tasty sweet buns. So round, so sweet, so delicious.
That doesn't sound scary at all.
I'm scared too. Scared of losing my friends.
Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
Answer us, Himiko. You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not? Then you used that trap to kill Tenko, yes?
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
Wait, must be some mistake.
Why isn't she
No
refuting
way
it?
Himiko is culprit.
I think it's something
Then
like
she needs
she
to
feels
defend
guilty
herself.
for bringing
Otherwise,
Tenko into
this
that
debate is
room,
deadlocked.
Yeah,
and
that
then
would do it.
allowing Tenko to go through with the ritual for her. That was the only reason Tenko was even there, and that's the only
I
reason
don't
she
care
did
if you
it.
gotta use magic
right.
to do it, but say something already.
Are you even listening?
No, I'm not listening.
What?
I don't care anymore. I'm too tired. Angie died. Tenko died. Why did I have to survive? And now, you're all saying I killed them? I just don't care anymore.
Himiko.
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just go ahead.
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
That's not the problem.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
Himiko, don't give up.
Don't you understand? My life is riding on the outcome of this trial!
No one cares.
Just shut up. I told you, I'm too tired. It's all just a big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
What are you talking about? If you give up here,
You needn't worry. Himiko was the one who chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
No, fuck you.
Impossible! Himiko would never kill Tenko! Himiko not that kind of person. Gonta can tell by Himiko's face.
Himiko's a little slow, so I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated crime.
I also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow.
This is gonna be our split opinion.
Yeah.
either way, we gotta look for more
Well,
possibilities.
Kyo's the only one that's really pushing
That
it.
does seem like rather a pointless quest.
No, is not. We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth. So no give up, Himiko.
Himiko, I know how you feel. I felt the same way after Kaede died. We can't give up. We survived. We can't give up. For the sake of everyone who died.
Performing the seance in that room was Himiko's decision, was it not?
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
Of the
Cross
three
me some
empty rooms,
Bloody Kokiki.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
why did you select the middle one? Because you laid your trap there.
Was trap only in that room?
Nope.
Other rooms may be trapped too.
You're absolutely right.
I agree.
Haha.
Good call, Gonza.
It's just like Gonta said. Each room was the same. They were all trapped.
What? Is that true?
Kokichi will tell you.
Fuck you, Kokichi.
I was way too careless. Wait, what are you talking about?
Sorry guys, I'm still suffering some extreme blood loss here.
While you were in the room next to the crime scene, you found a loose floorboard, right?
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it and tripped.
Hold on.
Beautiful karma.
There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
So the culprit prepared a trap in all three empty rooms, not just the middle one.
If the culprit set traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
You fucked up.
I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap all of.
Especially you!
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko, right?
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you? Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right? If you give up on living, you'd be betraying her memory. We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead. This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for everyone who's died as well. That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
You're right. Yeah, that's right. If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tenko.
That's right. So let's do our best.
Alright, I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore. I won't give up. I'll fight alongside everyone and survive!
Do not say everyone. After all, the Blackened is still among us.
Hey, there you go. Killing the mood like usual. But damn! Well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect for my soul, bro.
Your soul, bro?
Well, anyway, do you think the Blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
What are you talking about?
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards, isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
Ah, that is a good point.
It must have been barrier magic.
Himiko, you said you were gonna be helpful.
One possibility, but I think it might have been something else.
Why did no one step on the floor until it was
Because
time?
of the salt circles.
Yep. It must have been that reason. You had it on the nail on the head. Where is it? Salt. Salt.
Near the bottom. There
it
you
is.
This is it!
Nice try, Kyo.
It's because of the magic circle at the scene of the crime.
Now, wouldn't it be some shit if Monokuma just suddenly imposed a time limit?
Oh, please no.
The floorboard in question was within the circle. That's why no one stepped on it.
So the magic circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trick.
That was part of the culprit's plans, too?
That's right. If that's the case. The culprit. No, never mind. They're the one that killed Tenko. No one person had the opportunity and the motive. What's good, bitch?
It has to be you! Kyo. Was it you?
Whatever are you talking about?
I'm talking about Tenko's murder.
Kyo?
Why do you suspect me?
Because you were the one who drew the magic circle.
It
The
really was
circle kept
magical.
us from discovering the sea
Like a giant barrier to protect his trap.
But that's not all it was for. In order to make the murder succeed, variables like Tenko's position and the placement of the cage needed to be defined. And those variables were defined by using the magic circle. In short, the circle itself was the most important tool in this murder. Knowing that, the person who drew the magic circle has to be the culprit.
Well, Kyo,
Answer already! Did you do it?
What is so funny?
I was just thinking. So this is how each Blackened must have felt. What an intriguing experience this is.
What? An intriguing experience?
But if I am the culprit as you claim, Then I stomped on the floorboard, yes? So, do tell. How could I have stomped on the floorboard during that darkened seance?
Simple, you had it memorized, dipshit.
I see. That is problem.
Unless that is made clear, you cannot be certain I am the culprit.
How can you be so calm when you're backed into a corner like this?
I will explain that in due time. Please answer my question first.
Because he's not the one who killed Anji, so it doesn't matter.
At least that's what he wants us to believe. Culprit stepped on that exact floorboard, and even in darkness. But how? How did they move around in total darkness? In a room that dark, it's hard to imagine the culprit found the right board. Although, even if after I put out the candle, I
I
can move
just
over
now
the
noticed.
candle.
Timeout. Don't hit the button!
What?
Maybe.
Jeez, man! What I
Whoa.
was saying...
What were we gonna say?
I was saying I just now noticed how Kaito, the inside of Kaito's jacket has the universe.
You just now noticed that.
Shut up.
You're just now noticing that?
Hey man, there's a lot of little details that go unappreciated. Like that Clash Child thing in the background. Either way.
Thanks.
Did you figure it out?
That's it. The culprit didn't even have to see it at all. They used 6 cents, obviously. Had to be hearing, right? Nope, nope. Okay, fuck you.
It had to be 6 cents
no.
then. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want to die? Smell?
Touch.
That's it.
What were they touching?
The culprit used touch. They didn't see.
Or maybe
They
they were
felt.
like chasing the salt lines with their foot or something?
No, Kyo wears shoes. He walked along the wall, and then once he got to a specific point,
That way they could get around in the dark, like how I got to the candle.
Wasn't Seesaw in middle of room? Gonta doesn't think it was near wall.
So they probably used something besides the wall to move then, right? Were there any other markers within reach?
Of course, the answer to that is there was nothing of the sort.
no, I'm sure there was something. And a landmark they could have used to determine where the floorboard was must have been at the scene, I know it. Another one?
Okay.
Oh, no.
And this is why Hangman Gambits are the worst thing ever. Because they always do this kind of shit with us and then leave us with nothing.
C? Nope. Okay, there's no C. M. Oh, magic circle. I'm being stupid. Okay.
No. Well, we already established that.
Yeah. But it's making us do it again. G. I ran out of fucking. Is that a C? Yes, it was. Cool. There's that. C. I. R. C. L. Fuck you.
No.
Fuck.
That was another.
They changed the colors on me. They had them set one color and I was memorizing the colors. I got it though.
That's it. The magic circle.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's a
Use the
little bit of a
magic
stretch.
circle. Remember? The magic circle was drawn with salt. The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark.
I see. So Kyo traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the
Oh,
loose
okay. If he
floorboard.
uses sands, that makes. Nah, it's still stretch.
Oh, I see. You drew the magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong.
What?
Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
Based on the document, the magic circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
So what?
When the room was darkened, each of us was in a corner of the room, yes? The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it, yes?
But you're talking about the magic circle in the document. That doesn't mean the circle you drew was the same.
No, I most definitely drew it exactly the same. I have it perfectly memorized.
So which is it? Is there any way to check? Not anymore. The magic circle is a complete mess from being trampled on.
I see. Another piece of the puzzle. Drawing the circle with salt all but guaranteed it would be temporary. The investigation itself would have gotten rid of the evidence. Clever.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
What a pain. We don't have any way to check it now.
Oh!
Excuse me, everyone.
Kibo.
May I have your attention, please?
Well, I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle anymore.
Fuck you, Kokichi.
Hey, may I have your attention?
Well, that's one way to get their attention.
I said cut that out! It's too bright!
I apologize. I just wanted everyone to listen to me.
About what?
I had Mew add another function to my body, in addition to the flashlight.
What the? No way! Did you really? Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that purpose!
Please, let me use it. With it, I might be able to save everyone.
Alright, so... what is this?
It's an image recording function.
Image recording?
What the fuck was she hoping to use it for?
Oh, you know.
Specifically, this function
Stuff.
allows me to dispense a
Things.
printout of my own memory. I'll give it a try. Ready?
The fuck?
I was literally about to say it better not come out of his mouth.
From your mouth?
I also used magic like that before.
This printout is my memory of being kicked out of the seance. Please confirm that the floor of the empty room is clearly visible. Go on, take the picture and see for yourself.
Okay, got it.
I reluctantly took the paper from Kibo's mouth. Thanks for that. So this is the magic circle, used in the seance.
Well, Shuichi, do you notice anything?
Wait,
There it is.
what?
Right there. See it?
Oh, the... Huh.
Starting from that point. Followed up there. There's the loose board.
Jeez.
Or, well, no.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's a perfect one-for-one image, but yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Notice anything?
Is this... Oh, okay. Yeah, it must be like right there, the symbol of lightning, or whatever. Like, not there, but...
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it has to be the symbol. So you knew it was... Yeah, the symbol's right on where the floorboard is.
Okay, that's what it must be referring to, is these fucking lines.
There!
Okay, that's dumb.
This helped a lot, Kibo. Without you, I never would have seen through Kyo's lie.
My lie.
You just said that you drew the magic circle.
Oh,
exactly
those
as
lines
it
aren't
appears in
there.
the document. But that's a lie, isn't it?
Well, thanks for showing us the original document, game.
The magic circle at the scene had lines that
It did,
stretched
for
to the
only, like,
room's
have a
corners.
Oh.
Which means that you would be able to find the floorboard from anywhere in the room.
So it was different from the document after all.
All because Himiko noticed. And because of Kibo, too.
Hey, where's my things? I'm the one who installed that function into Kibo.
Hey, yeah, what was it you were saying about its purpose?
Oh, to be honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health. Specifically, I make Kibo use that function every day to analyze my turds.
So, allow us...
Moving on.
Why? Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health. taking a satisfying shit does wonders for a woman's natural beauty, so... See? You're all grossed out! This is why I didn't want to tell you about my plan!
You just, in general, gross me out. That's nothing.
Quit talking about your poop. No one cares.
God damn.
Kyo, you killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give up and admit it already.
So, Kyo, if you have any objections, you can...
Your deductions are fiction.
Fuck, man.
Shit.
Well, since you've given me the option, I will most certainly object. To be honest, it's unimportant, but it may be an amusing diversion.
Unimportant.
Now I shall bear witness to your abilities, Shuichi. Do entertain me.
Okay, fucker, what you got?
If you are going to claim I am the culprit, then what of the murder weapon? It was set up in the cage. The only people capable of that are Kokichi and Shuichi, who carried the cage. So suspicion should fall on them.
Well, hold on. Oh, shit. Fuck up.
True, we could have placed the sickle there, but we could not have removed it later. Because we weren't the ones who lifted the cage. That was Himiko.
The only person who could have collected the sickle is Himiko. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to touch the sickle.
Where is it? Where
So
is it?
simply
Fuck,
put,
missed it.
I am not the killer.
Okay, solid. It's Weichi, you were right.
The only person who could have collected the sickle is Himiko. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to touch the sickle.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
I'll cut through your words! The only person who could have set up the sickle and retrieved it afterward is Kyo. That was done by covering the cage with a white cloth. You could have secretly placed the sickle when you draped the cloth. And retrieved it afterward when you removed the cloth. Then, while everyone was distracted, you discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful! That's exactly correct.
What?
It's correct. Then why don't you give up already?
The trick I put so much work into is just wasted effort now. Alas.
So, it was you? You killed Tenko?
Let me guess. You'll never forgive me. Himiko, you must hate me so very much. Maybe you'd feel better if I was executed by Monokuma. But unfortunately for you, that won't happen. Because if you vote for me, every spotless, including myself, will die.
What you talking about, Kyo?
You still don't understand?
No, you definitely killed Anji as well.
I killed Tenko. That is the truth. But it is meaningless in this class trial.
Meaningless?
You mean Monokuma's extra rule, right?
You see, I killed Tenko, but not Angie. For us, Tenko's death is nothing but a trivial issue. Because the blackened in this trial is the culprit who killed Angie.
Trivial issue? No, that's gotta be a lie. You probably killed Angie too.
Yeah, he did. Trying to set up
That
his
is
trick and
simply not
perfect it.
possible. Recall that I was unable to enter Angie's lab.
Oh, only student council members and Kokichi could enter research lab.
How could I have possibly killed Angie when I couldn't even enter her lab?
can figure that out. No one else could have done it besides you. If you're the one who killed Tenko, you gotta be the one who killed Angie.
I understand how you feel, Himiko, but maybe we can discuss this rationally and calmly. There is a non-zero possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
There's
So you understand human feelings. I see. Wait, robots can understand human feelings?
Of course I understand. I worked really hard to understand.
Hey, why are you getting all worked up, Kibo? Chill, dude.
That's enough! It's voting time! I'm gonna vote for him!
Voting for me will only help the one who murdered Angie.
Isn't Kyo culprit?
Of course I'm not. This case was an error on my part. Monokuma added that rule after both bodies were found, yes? How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer? Had I known, I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
You're lying! You killed Tenko and Angie!
Now hold on. Jumping to conclusions here is dangerous.
Mm-hmm. We should talk it out more. This case might have juicy plot twists waiting to happen.
Nuts to that. Any way you look at this case,
Oh,
Kyo
well,
is
here's a split
obviously
decision.
the
Oh
culprit.
boy, here we go. So is it that Tenko killed her?
There's sort of
Kill
no other
Angie?
way to look at it.
No.
No, it's too dangerous to vote before we arrive at a logical decision.
The culprit's one of you. Wow-wee! This argument is getting intense. At times,
Wait a minute, it might actually be that though. Because it's something occurred to me.
Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal
What a
trial ground.
Okay, so
Yippee!
this
I've been
is
waiting for this.
the
Why were you
Okay,
waiting for?
in fact, dude, I am so 100% certain that I'm correct that I almost don't want to tell you.
What?
Okay. Don't hit the button. Okay, so this is how I see the events going. So, Kyo was setting up for murder. Anji happenstance comes by, and due to circumstances, knocks herself out, or he knocks her out. However, he puts her back. Let's say that. Like he puts some tape on her head, bandages her up, whatever, sends her back to her room. Now, because if Anji was already out of her room, that means the door was not locked. So anyone could have come and gone. So, what if after that, Tenko shows up, and in her desperation, because that was the whole reason why the sword was even a thing, because someone was in a rush and they didn't go grab a better weapon from Maki's room. Kyo went to Maki's room and got the sickle. So, Tenko gets the sword, goes into the room, only to find a knocked out Anji completely defenseless, and stabs in the back of the neck.
It's a possibility. I won't lie. I don't think it's right. We won't forgive Kyo for what he did, but we can't vote until we know the facts. I have to pin down the evidence and convince everyone. Go.
You know, we were so busy trying to figure out who murdered, I almost forgot that Tenko was even a possible suspect.
How did you forget?
I love how
Wow.
we're on the side of defending Kyo.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
Kibo! We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her.
Kyo!
Anyone could have entered my lab.
Oh,
The
what?
katana was found in Kyo's...
Kyo!
Anyone could have entered my lab.
Okay, so I guess it was
So Kyo did
Anji
kill
as the
Tenko, but
thing to
not Blackened?
refute that.
Kokichi!
Perhaps there's a second Blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself all along.
Kyo!
Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
We solved the mystery of Tenko's death.
I got this! Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Okay, that's screwed up.
He forced his way into Angie's research.
There we go.
Also, look, Kaito's doesn't have a backup this time, man.
This is the only time he hasn't, so I mean...
He's on Maki's side. Also, why is Maki on the other side? Maki, you're smarter than this. The goon squad here.
We all look suspect as fuck.
It would be a mistake to vote before we've completely solved Angie's murder. And there's still the mystery of Tenko's murder.
Mystery? What kind of mystery?
Well, Kyo's confession derailed our conversation a bit. But we still have to go over one of the clues found at Tenko's crime scene. I believe it might even have something to do with Angie's murder.
Yes, the outlying piece of evidence at Tenko's murder scene. It's referring to the dried blood on the board. Is that it? Yes.
I was wrong!
What? Oh, okay, fuck you too then. Oh, dried blood under the board. That's weird.
This is it!
Although I don't know why the other thing wouldn't have worked. There's still dried blood on the board.
The blood stain found under the floor. Maki and I found it during the investigation. It was beneath the floorboard that the culprit stomped on.
Is that Tenko's?
That bloodstain was too far from Tenko's corpse to have been hers.
Also, the bloodstain was already dry when we found it. But the blood from Tenko's body hadn't even begun to dry yet.
In fact, it was still dripping.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird. Why was that bloodstain the only dry one?
Bloodstain under the floorboard was dry because... it was there before Tenko was killed. It was there yeah. What?
Damn it!
That's not what I said. It was there before Tenko was killed. Okay, fuck you.
That's it! The bloodstain wasn't from Tenko's murder.
Is that the exact same thing, though?
Exactly!
It was there before we started the seance.
Which we established Tenko was killed during the seance.
Before the seance?
That should make it clear whose blood it was.
That's it! That bloodstain wasn't Tenko's. It was Angie's.
Why was blood from Angie at the scene of Tenko's murder?
Yeah, wasn't Angie killed in her research lab?
No.
Just because we found her body there doesn't mean she was killed there.
Ah, I guess that's possible.
If Angie wasn't killed in her lab, then that opens up a lot more possibilities. We assumed that only council members could have killed Angie since her body was in her lab. But if she died somewhere else, then we can't suspect just the council members anymore.
So the culprit didn't enter her lab, but waited for her to come out of it?
I'm not sure if the culprit waited for her, but they probably killed her when she came out. Well, I thought that was more likely from the start. So I went to places Angie might have gone and checked all 3 empty rooms.
Places she might have gone? Why did you check the empty rooms then?
The empty rooms were the only places I could think of that Angie would go.
Did Angie have business in rooms?
It seems Kokichi's up to his usual
No,
misleading
she would have been looking for a
nonsense
place to
again.
set up the ritual.
I do lie a lot, and I could be lying right now too. But I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now because of my lie.
Angie left her lab on her own and headed to the room where she was killed. Is Kokichi's statement true?
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab.
Hold on, I want to look at the Necronomicon.
Well, I don't think it specified where it had to take place. Just that it had to be done. I think who he's going for is that Anji would have wanted to do it in a place that had, you know, ritual vibe.
On her own?
But why would she
Possibly.
go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there.
Except for candles.
Oh, to light the fire!
Wanted a candle!
Right. That's right.
I agree.
So I want to bring up the point that all of these areas seem to be expressly specialized for all these murders to take place in.
Yeah, for kinky wax play.
Shut up, you.
No. Angie was going to use it for the ritual. According to the Necronomicon, to resurrect the dead.
Yeah. Prepare, burn it. Burn the bitch.
Then, did she seek out a candle so she could burn the book?
That's right. There's nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab. So she went to go get a candle from one of the empty rooms.
And that's when the culprit attacked her.
Didn't need to. She accidentally tripped. She suffered the same fate as...
That's why there was dried blood under floor.
Which means Angie was attacked in the same room the seance was held. Bravo, Himiko. Well done for choosing that room for the seance.
Right, though?
Oh.
If we hadn't done the seance in that room, then Tenko's murder would have been in another room. If that happened, no one would have discovered Angie's bloodstain under the floorboards.
That's right. Shuichi and I only checked under the floorboards where Tenko died.
Yep, it's all thanks to Himiko for choosing the same room as Angie. This must be a Tua's will. Or maybe the power of magic.
Shut up.
It's neither. I just picked one.
Duh.
Oh!
She's
Hold
honest.
on. You're all acting as though you've proven that as fact already. You claim Angie was murdered in the empty room, and then moved to the lab? Then how do you explain the large amount of blood in the lab? It may be possible to carry a body, but blood cannot be moved.
I think she was still alive after the attack in the empty room.
Yep.
She was killed after she was carried to her lab.
That means the culprit attacked her twice. I have evidence of that. The Monokuma file.
Oh, forehead injury.
Oh, fuck you too. It literally says they covered it.
I was wrong!
Once again, one of those opportunities where it literally says the same thing. Forehead injury there.
This is it!
Satisfied now? Game.
The fatal wound was a cut to the back of her neck from a katana. But
Head
she
on,
also
apply directly
showed
to the
signs
forehead.
of blunt force trauma, and I think I know why. After Angie was knocked unconscious in the empty room, she was killed in her lab.
I see. So that's
now two murders that have occurred in their labs. Ryoma was drowned in his own lab's bathroom,
Oh, yeah, true.
and Angie was murdered in her own goddamn thing.
It's all clear now.
Ah, and the
Angie
tape was to make
attacked
sure
in
she
the
couldn't
empty room,
scream.
carried to her lab.
Brain.
Well, it was over
tissue
her
rolled up.
hair. I think it was to keep the blood from dripping from the first wound.
And it was there that the culprit finished her off.
All clear. This is all clear. What are you all talking about? All clear? What is all clear? What are you? All clear? What are you all? You what? What are? I will not fear. I will not back down.
What the
What
fuck?
the
What?
Fuck?
Sweet Korekio, calm yourself. Their words are all hollow. There is no meaning to any of them.
What the fuck?
Teaching the children a lesson.
Yes, you're right. Okay, I'll teach them.
What the fuck just happened? What is another fucking
Don't know.
Well, I have officially hit
hell
the
are you mumbling
what
about? You're giving me the goddamn willies!
Not yet. Nothing is clear at all.
It's full of doubts, of mysteries, of a dense, impenetrable fog!
It was channeling a little too much Kichi right there.
What in the hell? No, we're not gonna. Okay.
Angie was attacked in the empty room first, and then carried into the research lab? Impossible! Impossible!
That sound.
That's nothing but a delusion! You intend to poison our minds with your delusions?
Okay, so him a
It's
Gundam.
no delusion. Angie's 2 external wounds tell the story. After she was struck in the empty room, she was carried to the art research lab and then killed.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body? And not a single drop of blood fell?
The tape.
The hallway and empty room had no blood stains.
What?
Even if you wipe them down
What?
later.
It didn't even
Still be
swing.
traces of
The
evidence
hell?
left behind. But there was no evidence anywhere, was there, Shuichi?
No. Well, that works.
I'll cut through
Sure.
your
Why
words.
not? I guess it was a good thing it was a false positive.
There was evidence left at the scene. The bloody tape under Angie's body.
What?
It was wrapped around her head to stop the bleeding while she was
Okay,
being
you were
carried.
right.
Ah.
Bloody tape? Gonta didn't notice at all.
It was under the body. It's most likely evidence the culprit should have gotten rid of. But since it was hidden, the culprit didn't notice and failed to dispose of it.
It must have fallen as the fatal blow was dealt and ended up under her body.
No, the culprit didn't know about it.
Must have been Atua who did that for us.
What? Atua? How long are you going to keep that up?
Now we know most of the mystery behind Angie's murder.
I'm convinced there's only one person who could have killed Angie.
So, friendo. What's good?
It has to be you. It's you, Kyo. You killed Angie.
What the hell?
What the fuck? So it's true!
Well, that was obvious. Such a boring, obvious answer.
You killed both of them. Why did you kill them?
Why did you kill
In
Tenko
terms
after
of
you
pure
killed?
logic, only one victim was necessary to win.
So why two?
Why you killed them both?
I think one of the murders was an accident.
An accident?
That's right. It wasn't part of the plan.
Huh? Which one?
The murder that was an accident. Would have to be Anji, right?
That's it!
Yeah, I thought so.
Angie's murder was an accident.
What? Tenko wasn't accident?
That was premeditated
That's
as
right.
fuck.
Yeah, how the
Kyo
fuck can you
originally
mistake
planned
that
to
for
kill
an
someone
accident?
with a seesaw trick? But while he was making preparations in the empty room, Angie walked in.
Yep, that's exactly what I thought.
So he decided to kill her in order to keep her from talking.
Yep, I thought so. Okay.
She just happened to walk in on the culprit setting up and was killed.
Then you should have just stopped there. Once he killed Angie, there was no reason for him to kill Tenko.
You only needed to kill one for this game. Killing two is pointless. If you get bonus points for killing more, then sure. Otherwise, it leaves more clues behind.
Why,
You
Kyo?
get bonus points.
Why you kill two of our friends?
You get to leave N +1.
What on earth are you talking about? No, I'm not the culprit. So, why is everyone looking at me like I am? Why? Why are they? Why is it? Calm yourself, Korekio.
Okay, seriously, what the fuck is up with your deal?
Yes. You mustn't raise your voice. You mustn't stutter. You mustn't lose composure.
Please back the
You
fuck
mustn't
off.
become flustered. You mustn't waver. Look at their horrid faces. This sorry lot is not worth agonizing over. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
There he goes again. What the hell's wrong with him?
It almost seems like he's talking with someone.
Someone? He's just talking to himself. And why the hell is he wearing lipstick?
Okay, so that's a real thing.
No matter how loudly you protest, this is a trivial matter. I will never acknowledge your allegations. Not a single one of them.
Okay, we'll just vote for you anyways and you'll die.
For you see, there is no evidence that I killed Angie. No, I will not acknowledge it. I will only acknowledge facts, true events. I won't acknowledge fiction, mystery. I won't acknowledge your deductions or guesses. Well said. Good job, Correcchio.
Seriously, what the fuck is your problem?
Thanks.
Creeps me the fuck out!
No evidence. There's no evidence they killed Angie.
You're wrong. There is evidence.
What? You do realize bluffs like that won't work, yes?
The weapon that was used to knock Angie unconscious in the empty room. That weapon tells us the whole story, Kyo.
That's not possible. I think you may have misunderstood. Apologize. Come on, apologize. 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 Come on. Apologize. 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 Apologize.
He's snapping.
Seriously, what the hell's happening?
I have no idea what's happening with Kia.
We probably should have talked with him more.
But I know what happened with... I know what weapon he used on Angie, and I can prove it.
You feel as if you should have spent more time with Kyo. What the fuck?
I have nothing to admit.
This is a nightmare.
You are simply wrong.
What are my keys? Right.
Yes.
Oh, that's S.
I'm
The hell
not
am I
the
doing?
culprit. So I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Yes, I'm not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess. I have nothing. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Well
Okay,
said,
I looked at it
Correcchio.
backwards.
To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions on us?
Also, yes, I proved your deduction
That's
that I
merely
suck
a
at rhythm
delusion.
games. I went and played
I told
DDR
you
with
I am
my
not
niece,
the
and
culprit.
I
So why are you
sucked so
looking at
bad
me
that
like
I caused
that?
the game
You're
to stop.
all wrong, not me.
The game
Correcchio
literally
speaks
kicked
the
us out
truth.
because I sucked too bad.
Such a sorry lot. Apologize.
Damn, all the combos.
Apologize. 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 I
What the
told
fuck?
you I am not the culprit.
Yeah, that was weird,
Why are
right?
you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not
A couple
me.
of the switches didn't even
Correcchio
have
speaks the
indicators.
truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 Apologize.
Hmm?
I told you I am not the culprit.
What are these glitched
Why
out
are you
ones?
looking at me like
What's
that?
happening?
You're all wrong, not me.
What's happening?
I don't know, and I don't like it.
Such a sorry lot.
The game's possessed.
Apologize.
Just Monica, just Monica, just Monica.
Apologize. Apologize.
Oh shit, how do I use my favorite
I
time?
told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that?
Monica, please
You're all
help
wrong,
us.
not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit.
Not
So why are
forcing
you
you to follow
looking
the
at me
rhythm.
like that?
Yeah, you know, that rhythm I suck at.
You have no proof that Correcchio is the killer.
Removed floorboard.
It ends here!
There we go.
Keo hit Angie with the same floorboard used in the seesaw trick.
I see. And how do you know the floorboard was the murder weapon?
There was a small patch of dry blood on the underside of the floorboard.
Angie's blood?
Blood that spattered there when the culprit struck Angie with the board. But that's not the only evidence that she was hit with that floorboard. There's also the bloodstain under the floor to consider. For that to be there, the floorboard must not have been in place at the time of the attack.
He must have hit her
Good
damn
point.
hard, though.
Had the floorboard been in place, her blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it.
Hey man, 2x4 technology is the worst thing.
I guess so.
Keo's earlier confession is further evidence that the floorboard was used.
How?
If the weapon used to hit Angie is the floorboard from the seesaw trick,
It means the culprit knew about the seesaw, so the same person killed Tenko and Angie.
Well, I was totally wrong.
Told you.
I believe that while Keo was setting up the seesaw, he was holding the board when Angie walked in.
And he cold-cocked her with the floorboard.
all you can do now is accept it. You even confessed to Tenko's murder already.
Yeah.
It's true. This is the truth.
Looks like we're almost at the end. All right, Shuichi. I'll leave the finale to you. Bring down the house.
Ichi, please, put an end to this. For Angie and Tenko's sake. End this class trial.
I understand. I'll go over everything one more time. Keo, I want you to confess. No, I will force you to confess.
Yes, belongs to me, punk.
Hit the sliding lock.
You know what the worst part is? It's only because he killed Tenko that we even found evidence of him killing Anji.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Otherwise, he would have been set. Motherfucker. If he had just been satisfied with one death. Which raises the question as to why he was. Why did he go out of his way to kill her?
And remember, there wasn't even a guarantee that Tenko would have been there, because Himiko wanted to do it.
So that means he was okay with killing either or. He was going to kill somebody.
Fuck, man, he really wanted to do that goddamn seance.
He really wanted to kill somebody that way.
A murder befitting of the ultimate anthropologist, as Nagito would say.
I was wrong. I could have swore Kokichi was
No, yeah.
tampering with the crime scene.
I guess we should have had more faith in Koki.
No, fuck that. Fuck that. I know for a fact had we not suspected, that's exactly what we would have done.
This is the truth of the case.
It's so a little too convenient he was there.
Yeah, really.
He knew something.
Let's look back at the first murder. It was late last night. The culprit was in the empty room on the 4th floor. The culprit was preparing the seance murder they had planned. To use the floorboard as a seesaw, they had to cut the crosspiece supporting it. The plan was to make the same preparations for all 3 empty rooms. This would
Fuck.
divert suspicion away from the culprit.
That's the
and
only thing I
whoever
can't
took the
figure
room.
out. Why kill Tenko anyways? Or why go out of his way to commit the second murder?
To cut the crosspieces, they needed a saw. I imagine they got one from the warehouse. They were planning to cut the crosspieces in all 3 rooms.
Fucking Angie just skipping. La da da.
However, when the culprit was working on the middle room, the unexpected happened. Angie walked into that room and saw the culprit making their preparations. She needed some fire for the ritual and had gone to the room for a candle. At that point, the culprit had not finished the setup and was just cutting cross pieces. Angie might not have concluded that it was tied to some kind of murder plan, but now that Angie had seen it, the culprit couldn't use the seesaw trick. Any other person might have just given up, but not our culprit. The culprit took the floorboard they loosened and struck the unsuspecting Angie in the head. The culprit did not want to give up on their plan and had to improvise. They wrapped duct tape around Angie's injury to stop the bleeding. Then they picked up her unconscious body and carried her to a research lab.
What is his execution going to be?
Oh man, I hadn't even considered that actually.
While she was unconscious, the culprit hurried to tie up this loose end. But because they were in a hurry, they made a crucial oversight. They didn't notice the duct tape had peeled off and was under Angie's body.
Here's another thought. This is the first murder in this
Without that
game where a
evidence,
person
we
hadn't
may
used
never
a
have
part of
figured out the
their
culprit's trick.
outfit. Or lost a part of their outfit as evidence.
Huh.
What I mean to that is, Kaede had her backpack, and that's how she moved everything. And
Carrying the supplies
Kirumi
they
used her
needed,
gloves
the culprit
as a
returned
way
to
to
the
not burn the
ultimate
shit
art
out of her
lab.
hands.
Locked the front door from inside. And took out the katana they brought from their own lab. They then stabbed Angie in the back of the neck, finally killing her.
Got that critical strike.
Then, to further confuse us, the culprit attempted to make a locked room mystery. First, they used rope from the warehouse and hung 4 effigies upside down. There were 2 reasons for this: to overwhelm the room with an occult atmosphere, and the other was the key to locking the room. The culprit stuck the katana into Kaede's effigy near the rear entrance. And spun the effigy around to twist up the rope. After enough turns, the culprit let go and headed for the rear door.
God damn it, poor Kaede keeps getting hung.
Once released, the effigy began spinning, and the gold leaf katana with it.
At least it's by her feet this time and not by her goddamn neck.
The handle of the
Damn
katana
though,
then hit the
that would have
sliding
been
lock,
super fucked up
locking
if
the
he had
door.
done that. Oh man.
A difficult trick, but remember that the lock
Had
was
like,
so loose.
oh
it moved with
man,
the slightest
you know what would have
touch.
bun super fucked up
The
had he had
culprit
done?
also would have had the
Had
opportunity
Kaede
to
hung by a
attempt it many
neck,
times.
had Vento missing a chunk of his head, had Yoma like chopped into little bits
Once
and pieces.
complete, the door was locked, but the duct tape was left behind. Perhaps the culprit noticed it, but by that point, it was too late. The room was sealed. There was no way for them to get back inside. Then, this morning, we opened up the room and discovered Angie's body.
This is the police. Put your hands
The
up.
culprit wasn't
Fuck.
finished. They wanted one more murder. To do that, They manipulated us into performing this seance. Of the 3 empty rooms, the middle one was chosen for the seance. I was invited by Kokichi to take Kibo's place in the seance. Tenko volunteered to be the medium, but she never imagined it would get her killed. To perform the seance, the culprit claimed they needed something for Tenko. A small stone that Himiko had brought from the culprit.
I don't know why, but doesn't Tenko just look adorable in this art?
Yes, yes, he
Tenko,
does.
at the culprit's request, bowed her head until it was touching the stone. That position was instrumental in making sure the murder went as planned.
Wouldn't it be amazing if they made like a Danganronpa comic series in this art style?
Next,
I actually think there is
Kokichi
one.
and I placed the iron cage over
I think this
Tenko
is how they
in
drew
middle
the
of the magic circle.
comics of both the first, the second game, and the third game. I think also has a comic.
Oh, look that
The
up now.
culprit then volunteered to drape the white cloth
I
over
would stay
the
away
iron
from the third
cage.
one. And I'm also, if I remember
Well,
correctly,
well, I'm
I
sure.
didn't realize it at the
I
time.
believe the second one's
but
actually
that was a
from Nagito's
deliberate decision
perspective.
by the
Oh,
culprit.
yikes.
But that's only if I
Making
remember.
a murderer.
They needed to set up the murder weapon that was used to kill Tenko. While they were covering the cage with a cloth, they secretly placed the sickle. Finally, 4 of us placed the wooden statue on top of the cage.
I guess technically we're all the killer.
The culprit used the weight of the statue to keep the murder weapon in place. After the preparations were complete, we began the seance. In complete darkness, we each stood in one corner and sang the Cage Child song.
Sweet, looking like
Yeah,
what the
that's sweet.
fuck?
You sing this song really
The
seriously.
soul of the dead was supposed to enter the medium. But our culprit had another plan, to commit a murder in the darkness. Right after we started singing, the culprit began making their way toward Tenko. It would have been quite difficult to do in total darkness, but our culprit had a guide. They used the lines of the magic circle drawn with salt. The culprit felt for the salt and used it to guide them along.
I was told that this
And when
one
the
was a bit of a
culprit reached the
stretch by a
center
friend
of
of
the
mine.
circle.
They didn't tell me what was going to happen or anything around it, but they were just like, that they thought this one was kind of bullshit, this case.
They found the floorboard that had its crosspiece cut off the night before.
And I have to somewhat agree, but at the same time I can see.
Then lifted up
Now,
their
my
foot
only thing is,
and
what the fuck
stomped
was his
down
plan
hard on
and
the
why
floorboard.
did he kill 2 people? He could have been
Tradition.
satisfied with winning.
The floorboard lifted up like a seesaw
Damn, all these critical strikes.
and pushed
Then
Tenko's
again, it
body
was a
up
death
toward the
blow,
ceiling
so-
of the cage.
Yeah.
Tenko was stabbed in the back of the neck by the sickle on the top of the cage.
If only she had
was
sturdy
killed
rather
right
than
before
vital
our eyes,
spirit.
and we
Yeah.
didn't even see it. After committing the crime, the culprit followed the salt back to their
Now,
corner.
wouldn't that be some shit if he had followed it and accidentally ended up right next to like Kokichi or some shit? Lights come back on. What are you doing here?
Finished the ritual and had us light the candles.
Nothing.
We followed the culprit's directions and removed the equipment
I think
used for the seance.
Everyone was singing, so he knew where everyone was.
I know, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
wouldn't that been some shit?
And discovered Tenko's body. And while we were all focused on the body, the culprit picked up the sickle and dropped it under the floor through the hole in the corner of the room. Ironically, The final step of the murder was unwittingly carried out by us. The culprit had planned the murder so that we would unintentionally destroy some evidence. That evidence was the magic circle that the culprit used to navigate in the dark. However, the culprit didn't know that Kibo had taken a picture. He really saved us. Without that, we wouldn't know what changes were made to the circle. But now we know for certain, and we know the culprit drew the magic circle. Korekio Shinguchi, the ultimate anthropologist. You're the culprit behind these murders.
Gotcha, bitch.
That's where my detective work leads us. It all fits.
Sweet Korekio. There are times when it's necessary to admit defeat. Admit? Yeah. Okay.
So you finally admit you did it.
Unfortunately. Yes. Yes. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. My one regret, my only regret, was not being able to make 100 friends.
The fuck?
I'm sorry?
100 friends?
It was my dream to make 100 friends.
Is this guy a serial killer?
Oh, it's so unfortunate! I was so close to 100!
What are you talking about? I do not understand a word of this.
Yeah, what?
Who gives a fuck?
Well, he's a
Let's vote for this
spiritualist
kooky
guy,
bastard
right?
and be done with this already. Roger that. One voting time coming up.
After 7 others.
The heart racing excitement as
The heart-racing excitement.
As a blackened and a spotless finally face off.
It's voting time.
Fuck all of you!
Sorry, Kyo. Nice knowing you, bud.
Oh, by the way, you want to know something hilarious?
What's that?
Turns out you can quite literally vote for anybody because everyone else will obviously vote for whoever.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished.
I know, but it's just funny seeing who everyone voted for. Especially because the blackened, of course, always votes for you.
Nope.
Oh.
He didn't.
Oh, he accepted his defeat gracefully. You should always vote for Kokichi, though. Just because.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Here we go. Verdict.
Oh man, his execution's gonna be great.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
I have no idea how, though.
I'm looking forward to this, you sick fuck.
Now, which mono kid dies?
I'm gonna say Monodom, actually.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't do nearly as good as I normally did. Yet I still got all A's, somehow.
Yeah, we know this trial's bullshit, so we just kind of handed it to all of you.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, wow, seriously? You're correct again! Amazing! That's the third correct verdict in a row!
Alright! If you manage to get 12 correct verdicts in a row, you'll proceed to a bonus round.
How's it gonna last that long?
For now.
It's finally over.
No.
No, not yet. I haven't heard his answer yet. Kyo, why? Why did you kill Anji and Tenko?
Right!
Yeah. He no need to kill them both, no matter what motive he have.
Oh?
Motive?
Hey!
Did your motive have something to do with the transfer student who was resurrected? Even if it did, though, how did that trigger a murder?
Hey!
Don't tell me. Were you actually scared of the resurrection ritual, Kyo?
He's at Kaito.
Wait, what was it? Shut up, I never said I was scared. The resurrection ritual had nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it.
Because we're friends, I'll tell you. I never once believed in the ritual. I would never kill someone over such a silly thing as that.
What?
So it had nothing to do with them. Well, damn, all these speaking lines. Then why?
Yes.
For the one that I love.
Oh, this isn't gonna be good.
There is someone that I love.
From the bottom of my heart, someone so dear, someone I long for.
I love her with all my heart. And she loves me with all her heart.
Oh, that's...
Yes, we vowed an endless love to each other, forever bound by fate. None can come between us. We are bound by an intense love, no matter what anyone says.
Good you said that without the imagery, dude.
What?
Bragging about your perfect love life? Fuck you! Some of us aren't that lucky.
So to see this love of yours, you had to escape?
Don't tell me.
That's why you killed Anji and Tenko? But why did you need to kill both? If you asked if I did it to escape this place, my answer would be no.
Wonderful.
Because I have no need to escape this place. The one I love is inside.
Inside.
Wait!
Don't look at me! I'm not his lover!
Yeah.
Calm down. No one would want a disgusting shit and stuff bitch like you anyway.
Oh, what the?
Sploosh! Kyo, who is it? Who's this person you love?
Hey,
Is it really one of us? When I say inside, I do not mean inside this academy.
You see,
I mean inside me.
sister.
Yes, the one I love lives inside me, my dear sister.
Sister? Wait! Don't look at me! I'm not his sister!
Right?
Well, duh. If you were his sister, he would have killed himself already.
Wait.
Your sister? But didn't you say she was your lover?
Whatever is the matter.
Is it that not difficult? My sister is my lover.
That's fucked up.
Don't damn it!
No! No physical connection.
I love this.
She loved me so deeply. The fact that we were siblings meant nothing to us. They called it forbidden love, but none could stop the love we shared. Oh, how I long for my sister's warmth. The only time I felt at peace was when I was enveloped in my sister's warmth.
No! No!
For my beloved sister.
That is why, for my beloved sister, I had to.
I'm gonna enjoy your execution.
Always messing
You
around.
had to escape from here, right?
No.
What?
No, I had to kill for her.
Huh?
What?
Sister.
Sister was very sickly. She was always in and out of the hospital ever since she was a child. Because of that, she didn't have many friends. She always seemed so lonely.
However,
Even if I could be her little brother and her lover, I couldn't be a friend. So I thought I'd find her some friends. Friends of my dear deceased sister.
Oh. 100 friends.
Yeah,
This. Fuck.
do you
my
understand?
sister is now a ghost, so her friends should be ghosts too, right?
For my
For sister's
beloved
sake,
sister.
I've killed many to send her 100 friends. They were all wonderful people, worthy of being sister's friends.
What?
Incomprehensible.
That is too impossible to understand. Too impossible.
Sister.
Sister is very happy.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yes, Kurikyo, I am very happy. Thank you. I'm not lonely.
What?
Could it be that the lipstick version of Kyo is...
I am Korekio's older sister.
Thank you for looking after my little brother.
What?
What the hell? After I lost my beloved sister, I was so distraught I nearly went mad. Nearly?
Nearly, huh? I see.
But sister came to save me.
I am
She
pleased.
visited me during one of my seances and stayed inside me.
Sister.
Now I can see her whenever I want. I am never lonely.
Correcchio.
That's wonderful, Korikyo. Your love made this impossible possible.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? Is this really a spirit?
I told you.
It's just delusional. What a sad girl who can't even believe in the power of love.
Ew.
Either way, he's totally out of his mind. I mean, he killed for a dead chick.
Well, you know.
You said you killed a lot already, right? So it wasn't just the two you killed here.
What was that?
What? Seems like he was already crazy before he got here.
Because
You didn't kill to escape from here. That wasn't your purpose from the get-go. You just wanted to slaughter a bunch, huh?
Unacceptable.
Do not make me into some bloodthirsty, indiscriminate killer.
That's exactly what you are, sir.
I only kill girls who I think are worthy of being sisters' friends.
So, Ted Bundy.
Huh?
Only girls? I see. So when we were deciding on who should be the medium, that's why he specified a girl. You said it would work best with a girl.
I spent my time evaluating all the girls here.
Wonderful.
And besides Maki and Miyu, they were all worthy.
I love how he just specified Miyu was not worthy.
Yeah. All worthy of being sisters' friends.
Yeah?
All worthy.
Why, you...
Hey, how come I'm not included? I mean, not like I care.
Then
Then the second victim could have been me? Tenko died in place of me?
Excellent.
Himiko would have been great, but Tenko volunteering made me so happy. Her noble, earnest heart made her a perfect friend for sister.
Wonderful.
She even infiltrated the student council to protect Himiko.
Huh? Infiltrate? Really?
But
But how did you?
It was obvious to me. I've studied many people. Yes, she stood up against the
this be?
darkness of the school all by herself. All for her beloved friend.
Beautiful.
I was so touched by that. Wonderful. She was a perfect friend for sister. I can't understand why you didn't like her, Himiko.
Well,
Though, I was planning on having you become sister's friend too eventually.
No way!
What? You do all that for?
Wow, you did all that just to kill? For you to go that far, that's pretty impressive. You were interested in the caged child just so you could use it to kill someone, right?
let's see.
It interested me as an anthropologist, of course, but more than that.
For my
I wanted to
beloved
kill for sister. I cannot deny this overpowering feelings.
are you okay?
Kaito, are you okay? You look kind of pale.
Don't worry about it. Just focus on Kyo right now. Allow me to explain, though. I did not plan to kill both of them. I knew I would have plenty of chances after escaping this place.
However,
But Anji walked in on me preparing and I ended up killing her in a different way. So I figured I might as well kill someone else too. After all, it would be a shame to just waste the seance trick I prepared.
what is that?
You're talking like you killed her just because you could. No, it was not just because I could. I was sending another friend to sister.
Correcchio.
You're such a wonderful little brother, but it was bad to get greedy.
oh dear.
You're right. Because of that, I can't send 100 friends to sister. Do you understand now? Those were the circumstances of Kirikyo's crime.
Fuck you. I do not understand. This is all too impossible for me to understand.
Why?
That's right. Killing two friends for your dead sister.
But how?
Not wrong. That's so wrong.
Don't get so worked up. There's something I've learned after sister's death.
Do not worry.
Death only changes a person's form. The soul lives on as a ghost.
That's right.
Even though I'm a ghost now, I'm always by Korikyo's side.
Sister.
Thank you, sister. I love you. Cut it out already.
What was
I don't
that?
understand anything you're saying. Nothing making sense. It's not fair. Why did Anji and Tenko have to die for something so unfair?
Well...
Because death is unfair.
And
And all deaths are unfair deaths. Why do you think news stations get so high ratings when they report about death? Because everyone likes unfair death.
Maybe.
Well, if you look at it like that, the whole killing game embodies that philosophy, right? gifted high school students forced to play a killing game? Man, if people were watching this, they'd get a kick out of it.
People were watching this. Shut up! Knock off the bullshit. Only sick fucks would enjoy this. Eh.
You got me.
Hell yeah! If it wasn't for the killing game, I wouldn't have so much fun watching.
So then,
The nature of this killing game is yet shrouded in mystery. But my role in it is over. I have finished my explanation to you, friends.
sister.
I think I shall go and see her now, my beloved sister.
Sister.
I was unable to send her 100 friends, but at least I can see her again now.
Correcchio.
It's alright, sweet Kokyo, come to me.
Oh.
Looks like you're already prepared. Now then, let's get started. For the moment you've all been waiting for, it's punishment time!
Punishment time?
Sister.
My beloved sister, at long last, I finally get to see you again.
That's right.
Yes, from now on, no one will stop us. We can be together forever without having to hide our love from others. Wait, I can't accept this!
Therefore,
Like I said, there's no such thing as death that can be accepted.
from an anthropological
Why do you think
point
so
of
many
view,
different cultures have funeral rites? Why do you think rumors of the resurrected dead never cease?
Yes.
The living must find a reason, however forced, to accept death when it happens. How do you come to terms with death, and that also determines how you live, yes?
What was that?
What?
I
That is the answer I reached. How about you? How will you live a life that faces death? I've prepared a special punishment for the ultimate anthropologist, Kurokyo Shinji.
I shall observe.
I will watch over you all as a ghost. As your friend, I will watch over you.
I would prefer if you didn't.
That's right.
It won't just be me and Kurokyo. All those who died will be watching. I'll be watching to see how you face death on your of your friends.
Humanity is
I'll
beautiful.
be watching forever and ever.
It's punishment
Yeah.
time!
So he was our serial killer this game.
Lol.
Just
Had to wait till
Fucking
chapter 3 to get that one.
I think he got dragged off.
Oh man, let's see this.
Oh. What?
What the hell?
A cultural melting pot.
This is not how that ritual goes, but okay. Monodon, what are you gonna do? Monodon?
What are you waiting for, Monodon?
What?
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, he's gonna Goemon death.
Ow.
Oh, what?
Oh. Oh, he committed suicide. Boil in hell, you bastard.
Jeez. Oh my god.
The fuck? Oh,
What is even life anymore?
the fuck? Just okay.
Okay, holy shit, I was legitimately not expecting Monodome to be the one to die.
I thought for sure they were gonna like throw him in together. I didn't think he was gonna commit suicide. Shit.
Whoa.
Fuck! I lost another voice. God damn it. Fuck
Man.
me.
No, Monodome, why? What the? To think my cute child would commit suicide? Aw, it's so cute. It's so freaking cute that he would kill himself because he couldn't get along. Monodome committed suicide? Had I known this would happen, I would have been nicer to him. The only reason Monodome was obsessed with getting along was because everyone but me bullied him.
That's right.
Yes, the other Monocums drove him to suicide, but not me.
Hey,
Hey, who's Monodam?
You already forgot? That's kind of scary.
well now.
Well, looks like another class trial's been wrapped up without incident, so I'm gonna take back this here Necronomicon. Seems like a waste, though. You guys sure you don't want to use it? You guys shouldn't have brought someone back to life and added them to your roster. Shut up! Oh, you're gonna keep talking about that.
I told you.
Ignore him. The whole resurrection ritual was obviously a lie. He's just trying to shake us mentally and get us to panic.
What's the point?
I'm assuming you think another murder will happen if you do that, right? Who can say? What a waste. If none of you were gonna use it, you should have let me have it. I could have resurrected one of my dead siblings. Which one? Well, I don't know. They were all pretty terrible, actually. What do you just...
Wait, did one of us die? I could have sworn it's been the two of us this whole time.
Oh yeah.
That's too bad. You missed your chance to raise the dead. Well, that's what you get for doubting me. Too bad.
So long. Farewell.
And then there were two. Even now, he still talks about raising the dead.
Always messing
Man,
around.
this is stupid. What people believe in is up to them, but living people shouldn't have suffered because of the dead.
Of course.
Living are more precious than the dead, no matter what. That's not something a coward like you should say. Shut up. Leave me alone. But there's one thing this case taught me. I thought there was a god watching over us, but there isn't one after all. Not in this academy.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
Yeah,
Well.
fuck it to her.
Well.
See, you're right.
That's why we have to work together, right? Face it together. Our ultimate talents are the best weapons we have.
Going to do his best.
Got-
Going to do his best to keep everyone safe. Going to want to protect everyone.
But your talent is entomology. I don't want Tsuichi to use his ultimate talent anymore. I'm getting sick of class trials.
You're right.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
Hey, your talent as an assassin is way more trouble. When are you gonna use that, huh? When I shoot you in the face. I'll work hard until everyone trusts my ultimate talent.
That's right.
It may not be possible now, but I put the effort so everyone can trust me. I won't run away anymore. I want to survive and escape this place with everyone.
Maki.
I see. I wonder how long that'll last. Or if your true calling as a killer shows. Don't underestimate her. Maki is one of my sidekicks.
Got a minute?
I don't remember being your sidekick. Also, didn't I tell you to stop calling me Maki? Oh, you guys are so close now. This must be the powerful bond of friendship. But I wouldn't prefer this to happen sooner, especially not after losing 7 people.
You're right. Only 9 people left now.
Well,
what do you know? The dumbass can do basic math. That's right. 7 pieces of shit have been flushed away, and only 9 remain.
Actually,
by that calculation, doesn't that make you one of the pieces?
But
Just 9 of us.
Well, you know.
Humans are like weeds. Too numerous to count. 7 of us dead doesn't mean much in the end. That's totally what the heartless robot is thinking, right?
Oh, I'm not thinking that. Your blatant robophobia is simply inexcusable.
You know.
But hey, none of us gave up, right? I know we're all gonna escape, but I'm not gonna rely on a god, spirits, or the dead.
I believe
Just
in
you guys. I believe in you all.
Okay.
Kaito.
well, of course.
You're right. Those of us who remain can start over.
Hey, hold up. Keyboy needs to apologize to everyone this whole student council thing. And there's only one kind of apology that I'm willing to accept.
How exciting!
Yank your head off and smash into the ground with all of your strength. Got that?
No way.
I have never heard of such an intense form of apology. Seems like everything is settled for now, even though we're missing her.
You all right?
Himiko, you okay? Anything Gonta can do to help? And you can tell Gonta.
Hey.
I think we should let her have some space for now. It might be best for her.
Okay.
I remember how I felt.
Oh.
Gonta understand.
You're so dumb.
God, Himiko is such a liar.
So can we just strangle the fuck out of him?
Huh?
Huh?
Because I'm a liar.
Personally, I don't think lies are exactly a bad thing. Let's face it, you wouldn't have you wouldn't have any free will in the world that was comprised with just the truth.
But
But even then, I don't think it's good to lie to yourself, you know.
Right?
What are you saying? Think about Himiko's feelings a little bit.
nuh-uh,
I only said this because I thought about it.
because...
Himiko's been lying to herself about her own feelings, so she's been holding back.
Hey,
Hey, what are you repressing? Why are you trying to hold back so much?
What? Hold back.
Tenko, Anji, I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely without you too. But I also gotta survive. I can't go on where you are. But I'm so lonely without the both of you.
Damn it.
Himiko cried for a long time. She cried as if she was releasing all the emotions she had bottled up inside. Before we knew it, as if lured by her doing so, we began crying. The tears we shed, I can't even describe it. We were crying about what we had been through and what was to come. Sadness, hatred, frustration, discord, anger, love. Tears filled with emotion. At the very least, they weren't tears of submission. They were tears to push us forward. After a while, Himiko finally calmed down. However,
Is she hard to carry, Gonta?
like hell!
No, she fine.
She's sleeping very peacefully.
This is the
Don't
heaviest
talk
thing I've
about
ever
after
carried.
crying. Robots sleep well after leaking their oils too, right?
I have told you many times that I do not use oil as my fuel source.
But wow, that really surprised me. She passed out as soon as she stopped crying.
Yeah, but she looks so peaceful sleeping like that.
She probably felt better after letting it all out, don't you think?
Yeah, I hope so.
Then Gonta carry Himiko to her room.
Make sure you focus real good on your back, you hear me? You'll need that focus if you want to feel her little mosquito bites poking ya!
There's no way he'd do such a thing. Gonta is a gentleman after all.
Hell yeah. While we were heading back to the dorms, I suddenly noticed Kaito had stopped in his tracks. Kaito, what's wrong?
Nothing. I just want to get some night air. Don't worry about me. Go on ahead.
Huh?
Ah, you sure?
Well,
Anyway, don't do something like this again, okay? If you just like scary things, then you should have said so earlier. I thought you were sick. You worried about me? Yeah, worried about your stupidity. Still haven't warmed up to me, huh?
But
Maybe not, but I feel like the walls we had up are coming down a little, you know? Perhaps those walls were her enemies. Seems like she doesn't want to wait anymore.
Got it.
'Cause of me.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe. But you sound like you're bragging, Kaito.
But like I said, I'm gonna get some air before I go back. You can go ahead.
okay.
Sure, got it. See you tomorrow.
Got it.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. He's dead.
I swear, if he dies.
He breaks the school rule.
After our goodbyes, I returned to my dorm. I didn't notice what was going on with Kaito. What? What?
Damn it. I don't have time to be dying. I still haven't gone into space yet.
What?
Wait, so he's been dying this whole time?
No way am I gonna die here.
Was he legitimately sick and just blamed it on his fear?
I think he was.
Oh, shit.
God Damn. To be continued.
What do we get from him anyway?
Fuck.
Of course
Got
we
his
get the
fucking
mask. I don't want it. Please, thank you, and goodbye.
Well then, speaking of goodbyes, that's the end. So.
Oh,
like-
wait. We must perform the ritual of transcendence. Are you sure you want to save over that? I mean, it's important. We might have to go back.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. So, I'd like to thank you all so very much for watching. Have yourselves a nice day, evening, or afternoon. And remember, insanity is truly bliss. Any last words?
Incest is weird.
You know shit.
Later.
Peace. Really? That's what you ended with? Oh, shit.
Oh, God, my legs.